Jewellery Maker Fashion Week is coming soon. Make sure you tune in on Monday the 7th of September till Friday the 11th for a jam-packed week full of inspiration. We'll be joined by our talented guests who will be bringing you ideas for the latest trends, what's in and what's out for the season. Over the course of the week, our designers will be showing you how to create a show-stopping multi-medium necklace featuring chainmail, soutache, leather and wire. Watch every day between 9 AM and 1 PM to watch how sections of the necklace are made. Then tune in to designer inspiration shows every day between 1 PM and 5 PM to see an array of different mediums being demonstrated, including kumihimo, art emboss and macrame. The Jewellery Maker Fashion Week starts Monday the 7th of September.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck!
The latest edition of the Lure Book is now available. This highly regarded gemstone encyclopedia features over 1,300 pages full of facts and knowledge. Discover the places, the people and the stories behind every gemstone. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Jewellery Maker is moving, so stay tuned to find out when we're launching in our new studio.
Good afternoon, family. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be here today. You know that designer inspiration is my home. I started off on designer inspiration and I've been covering the gorgeous Carol on the morning show while she's away with her little baby. So it's always lovely on a Friday to be back. It's really, really nice to be here today. If you've never met me before, it's lovely to see you. My name's Rebecca Redican. Do feel free to call me Becky though. And today is all about hidden treasures, okay? We are going to have some genuinely exquisite pieces today. We're going to have some gemstones that you may never, ever have seen before at Jewellery Maker. And I mean that not just once, I mean that a few times. You need to stay and keep your eyes peeled for our star sophistication section if you want to see some gemstones you might not even have ever heard of before. And we're going to have the opportunity for you to create some beautiful pieces with those. It really is going to be a bit of a standout day for that reason. But not only that, I am going to have a competition where, if you've been watching the morning show, you get to win 2 of Mark Smith's pieces. You're also going to get to win one of the challenge pieces created by my lovely guest designer today. It's the first time I've ever gotten to work with her, so another bit of excitement. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have got a guest designer, lovely Gem. Hello, how are you today? Really good, Gem. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
Now, because I'm a bit of a nosy one, I'd like to know, give us a little bit of background on kind of your jewellery making journey, please, Gem.
Oh gosh, okay, well it all started out about 5 years ago, when we were in the midst of a massive trend of the charm bracelets.
Yes.
And I wanted to provide an affordable alternative, so I sought out how to do that. And after about 6 months, I got really bored of doing other people's things and thought I want to create something myself. So I found some gemstones, some wire, and it snowballed. I fell in love.
Brilliant. So it's very much kind of a passion of love then. And you're actually going to be doing charm bracelet for us today, aren't you?
I am indeed, yes.
So it's something, obviously, you've been doing now for years, the charm bracelets. and you get to work with some stunning gemstones in that kit, don't you, Gem?
Oh, we were looking at them before the show and they are incredible. There's some real stunners today.
There really is some special pieces. Any of them that stood out for you? Any of the gems that you've seen today that kind of popped in your mind that you saw?
Am I allowed to talk about them?
You are. Go on, I'm going to let you.
There's chrome diopside.
There is.
And it's beautiful, so vibrant. The colour that comes out of it is just wild.
Yeah.
There's also, was it multi-sapphire that I saw?
Yes, lovely lady.
I'm not giving too much away, but there are some incredibly beautiful things.
I'm going to show you this multi-sapphire because the clarity on this faceted multicoloured sapphire is above and beyond. I think that is so, so stunning. I'm not surprised that stood out in your mind at all.
It did, and to see it faceted as well.
Yeah. Ooh, I know. Double luxury, right? Ladies and gents, honestly, today I've got so many treats for you. I really, really do. I've got things like multicolored lapis. I've got things for you such as... Oh, I daren't even say, but honestly, I've got treats galore, I really, really do. And of course, some amazing kits and some lovely inspiration. You've been doing well, some of them are quite wildlife inspired, aren't they?
There are some wildlife. There's woodland creature, perhaps, and something a little bit organic, something a bit different.
There's definitely some beautifully different pieces in there today. The keen-eyed might have spotted a few there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got loads coming up. I have got that competition, which I'll let you know more about very, very shortly. I have got to start off with, let me remind myself what it's called, one-time treasures. So everything you're about to see in this next half hour or so, you have only seen once before or never before on a designer inspiration. And like I said, today is hidden treasures, so you're going to see things here today that you might not have seen for a long time. I personally, the first gem I'm about to bring you, I've only ever seen in nugget form. This time, for your one-time treasure, I'm bringing to you, oh my goodness, faceted colour change garnet. Take a little look at this, please. It's one of the most phenomenal gemstones in the world. Have you ever seen it faceted before? It's completely and absolutely natural, and it does change colour before your eyes. This gemstone changes colour before your eyes naturally. Now, if you may well have heard of Steve Bennett, he's the CEO of our company, he's the manager of our company, and the first time he saw this gemstone, he thought it was some sort of trick. It's not, it's absolutely natural. This gemstone literally changes light before your eyes. And essentially, if you're out with your friends or out with your family in the daytime and you're maybe having a walk round and trying to squeeze in one of the last picnics of the year before the weather turns, and you're walking outside having your picnic, this will be one colour. And then when you maybe head in for a nice warm beverage, it will change colour completely in different light sources. Now, obviously, that's very hard to show you here on the back of my hand. However, my wonderful, talented, stunningly long-necked director, Ryan, he today did us a wonderful, wonderful recording of this. Now, this is with two different light sources upon it. So can you see this colour here? You've got kind of quite a deep brown. Oh, look at that now. Can you see that change? Look at it. Isn't that a meadow green? It goes from a really rich, deep, chocolatey colour. There it is. It's going again. Can you see it turning? That is simply with two different light sources. That's going from your kind of incandescent light. So it's going essentially from a sunlight simulator to an artificial light lighting source. So you can see it now. Can you see how that's a deep, dark, rich? It's actually more greeny, I suppose, and almost a forestry green. But look, as the light's changing, you can see it goes to that meadow tone. Now this is going to happen so much. It's almost yellow, actually, isn't it, in those light sources? So as you're seeing it now, that will be in your kind of natural day, your faux lighting, so the light I've got in front of me, and then look at that change, and that will be what you see in daylight. This literally changes colour before your eyes. Now this is one of the, and you see it going that gorgeous colour, it's fascinating, isn't it, that you have the opportunity to own one of the, and it's called a phenomenon gemstone. You get to own this today. Now, colour change garnet, extremely rare. As you know, not every garnet is colour change. This garnet is colour change. It's the first time I've ever seen colour change garnet, not only in this category of colour. I've only seen it in the brown and yellow before, but actually, the brown and orange. What I'm getting here, though, actually, is that forestry forestry green to that beautiful lime green colour, from that beautiful forestry to the meadow greens. I've never seen it like this before. I've only ever seen it in nugget form. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the price point on this garnet is not going to be like the garnets you've seen before. You may well have seen garnets around the £20 mark before, and that's obviously sensational. It's garnet's a well-known member of a very kind of high-standing family in the gemstone world. But actually, with colour change garnet, this is such a rarity. It's something that's naturally occurring. Again, like I say, we haven't irradiated this or added anything to this. And, you know, some companies do that. Some companies can apply different colours and different coatings to almost make the gemstone look like it's changed colour. But this gemstone does it naturally. And you have the chance to own it for the first time that I've ever seen it in a faceted strand or in this colour range at an astonishing price point. You ready for this? How is that even possible? On our sister channel, they have whole sections dedicated to this gemstone, and the lowest price point I personally have ever seen whilst watching small sections on our sister channel on Gems TV, the lowest price I've ever seen is £30, and that was for a single solitaire ring, and that was the base rate price. I've seen pieces of colour change garnet going to Larique pieces costing on our sister channel great prices, £3,000, £4,000, £5,000. This is an absolute rarity of the world. It's a complete phenomenon. Get it home, see it for yourself, wear it outside, wear it indoors, and have a look at exactly how that changes, because honestly, before your eyes, it's going to change colour as you wear it and as you move in different places. It's literally a day to night wear piece. You're going to look like you're wearing two different pieces of jewellery from the one you're wearing the day and when you wear it in the night, but you're not. It is going to be the exact same. And look at this colour change again. Look at it from daylight. Can you see it change there? Can you see that? That's from daylight to faux light. So when you're in the office, when you're at work, when you're at home, and you've got the faux lights around you, you'll get one colour, and then look at that as it goes to nighttime and it gets deeper and darker and richer in those forestry greens. This is absolutely unique and individual, and only a few people will get to own this today. Well done to everyone who already has. To everyone else, I'm sorry if you miss out at $24.95. That is a fantastic way to start off the day. I'm going to bring you one of my absolute favourite of all gemstones. Oh my gosh, that feels astonishing. Oh wow. I'm going to bring you one of my favourite gemstones in the world right now, but I need to make you very aware. This has only been seen once before on a designer on a mid-show designer inspiration. And it's been extremely, extremely popular. So popular, in fact, I have less than 30 available of this today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most ancient gemstone in the world. It's not just any old zircon. It's shaded zircon. Take a little look. Yeah, those are cinnamon colours. Yes, you've got cinnamon zircon in here amongst that beautiful, clear, bright, vibrant white zircon. This is the most ancient gemstone in the world, and with this strand, what you're getting is you're getting that richness of each of the colour tones you would expect in a zircon. The only colour you're missing out on here is the blue, basically. Every other colour of zircon you've got in this strand. Cinnamon zircon is one of the kind of most profound gemstone pieces and gemstone discoveries, and very, very high in price, even at Jewellery Maker standards. But what we've got here is we've got a taster of it. We've got the chance for you to own one of the most brilliant, and I mean that in the form of brilliance as in internal light, gemstones in the world, and you get to own it in an array of colours like this. It means that you don't have to buy 3 separate strands. You buy one strand and you get a taster of each colour. I have got less than 25 available now. Your price point today, I've got to get it in, zircon. It's beautiful at £19.95. This gemstone is around about 4.6 billion years old. If you think of the oldest thing that you have in your collection, what is it? I doubt it's a pearl. Pearls, you know, if you've got a 10-year-old pearl in your stash, then great. You might even have a you might have amber in your stash, working out about 200 million years old. You might even have a diamond in your stash, you lucky lot. That, though, only working out close to 1 billion. This is 4.5 to 4.6 billion years old. This absolutely changed the way that science saw the world. People and scientists, before they looked at this, they essentially, there's 2 people, Professor Wild and Professor Valley, and what they did was in the 80s they spent around about £1 million on something they called a spectrometer, and they were able to look in the heart of this gemstone, age it to that age, and at that time scientists didn't believe that the world was even that old. So it changed the way that we aged the world. It changed changed the way that we thought the world was actually built up, because essentially with the formation of this, scientists worked out, well, the Earth must have cooled a lot quicker than we thought it originally did. It wasn't this hot mass for as long as we thought. This has just changed everything, and at £19.95 you are literally getting the oldest gemstone in the world in 3 of your colours, meaning you don't have to buy 3 separate gemstones, and you're getting that internal brilliance as well. It is just sensational, and if you could check these out right now, I just want to say to you, well done, absolutely everyone. Fall in love with zircon like I have. Read the stories, read the tales, because I tell you what, you won't be disappointed with this. £19.95, you're all absolute loves, and I tell you, I can't wait to see your face when you get this home and you see that sparkle and shine. Nice work everybody on that one. Got loads of, I do realise that I might be going really quickly through things today, but I'm telling you, it's because I've got so much in, and this one is one that's really going to stand out for me. I don't know if you watch the morning show, I know a lot of you will, but some people, you'll just tune in for the designer inspiration. Last Sunday I was in work, so not last Sunday, the Sunday before that, we had a 6mm round of Peridot on, the largest size of round we've had before. It was a 6mm, these ones are 4mm, so not far off at all. This one actually is faceted, which my other wasn't. Now, that piece that we brought to you, that one that we brought to you on Sunday was absolutely beautiful, but it was one of our new orders. Essentially what's happening with this gemstone is we can't get our hands on it clear anymore. We can't get our hands on it with cleanness like this anymore. And that's because it's just becoming so heavily included in nature. Don't forget, of course, Peridot forming alongside of diamond. It's the only other gemstone that's formed in the mantle of the Earth, not the crust. And this gemstone, essentially, through all volcanic eruptions and everything else, is becoming dirtier and more heavily included. The fact of the matter is that the price in the trade has gone up dramatically. We're talking around about 150% price hike in the trade over the last few months. The piece I had for you on Sunday was one of those new purchases, and one of the new purchases that you will be seeing coming in time and time again. We now have a different pricing structure for Peridot. This is a leftover one from our previous order, before that around about 150 price hike. The one I had on Sunday, that was 2mm bigger than this, was £39.99. That is the price we expect for Peridot now. Take a look for yourself. Do a little bit of research. You know, if you don't believe me, obviously I wouldn't lie about it. Have a little look. It wasn't this Sunday, it was the Sunday before, and it was 6mm rounds, plain rounds, not faceted like this, and it was clean. And because it was clean, it was a new purchase. The price hike of that 150% in the trade had to be taken into account. This, ladies and gentlemen, possibly for the last ever time, and I'm not saying that to scare anyone, I'm not saying that to freak anyone out, I'm saying it because I know the orders that are coming through, I know the pieces that are coming through. If you want a Peridot now that's under £20, it will be included. It will be, from our new orders, it will be. I had a Peridot on not so long ago that one of my members of the team said, oh, by the way, I've done a recording, which is what you were just looking at then when it spins around, we call that recording. I've done a recording of that pre-night. It wasn't a pre-night, it was a really, really heavily included Peridot, and that person had worked here for years and years and years, and never, I said, it's Peridot. What? And are you sure? No, it's not. It's got loads of stuff going on in there. Yeah, because that's the way Mother Nature is treating us now. If you want a clean Peridot, you're going to be looking at that $39.99 price, 95 price point that I showed you last Sunday I was working. Today, get your hands on the last that we have of this. It's not $39.95. I know this won't happen again, so I'm just going to kind of savour the moment. Does that sound naff? I don't want it to sound naff, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Should be $9.95, which is ridiculous. It's £7.95. On Sunday, 2mm bigger than this. Don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous. It was a beautiful strand. But at the end of the day, it was a new one. It was a new one, and it's the price hike that we've seen. You know, like I say, do look back on it. The one that was on the Sunday, it was absolutely gorgeous. And to be fair, at $39.95, it was one of the best price points we're probably going to have for a while. At £7.95, I promise you, today is a hidden treasure show. If you haven't opened up your baskets yet, honestly, and you know, do so. I've got gemstones you've probably never ever even seen on Jewellery Maker before, and you get to own them today. And I don't just mean one piece, I mean several pieces. I've got things like that colour change garnet, which actually would go phenomenally with this, wouldn't it? How well would that go with this? Because don't forget, this is changing colour garnet. I don't know if we have any of this left, but this is a changing colour garnet that goes from a forestry green to kind of a meadow green. And how beautifully would that go, wouldn't it? And how high-end would that look? Do we have any more of this colour change left? We do, yeah. Yeah, we do have a couple left. We're going to put it at the bottom of your screen, because honestly, if you're getting this Peridot, because of the shade of the Peridot, it's going to go perfectly with both shades of that colour change garnet, I believe. So do treat yourself to both of these. Gem, if you were to work with these together, what would you do with them, please?
Gosh, do you know, I think I'd probably find some silver findings and simply strand them on a bracelet side by side, go really, really simple and let the gemstones do the talking.
Oh, love that idea.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's sort of an Imperial colour.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am surprised by the price on the Peridot though. I didn't think it was going that low for all that faceting as well.
It's astonishing, isn't it? It
gorgeous.
Really is. You know, you were saying about putting it with sterling silver. What about a pair of earrings? I've got these lovely earring findings coming up later that are 925.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Because it's elongated. It's going to look very pretty, isn't it? Now, just to let you know that Peridot's nearly sold out. So if you want it, please do come in quick for it. But well done to everyone. And that colour change garnet is at the bottom of your screen. And that colour change garnet, again, like we saw earlier, goes from that gorgeous, gorgeous forestry green to a meadow green. So do treat yourself to it whilst you can. I've got so many more treats coming up for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I really have. I've even got... Have a little look at those while I find this. Now these are coming up for you later on, which I absolutely love and adore. Can you believe I'm going to be doing these for under £15? How much money could you make off doing wish bracelets with this? It's astonishing, isn't it? And I've got that multicolored lapis, and I've got competition, and I've got so much more. I'm going to launch the competition when we bring this to you. I'm bringing these very special cabs to you now. These have only ever been seen once before, and on the designer inspiration, and these, ladies and gents, are hidden treasure fossil coral. Now this is not fossil jasper, this is fossil coral that you have here. Every single one of these telling an internal story. Every single one of these, you can literally see the formation of all of these coral segments within there. We haven't got many of these at all, so if you do want to get your hands on them, I would honestly encourage you to come in very, very quickly. Every single one has almost got this internal light bouncing around them. Every single one, you can see that history that's built up. Every one of these is going to be unique. Every single one of them is going to tell a different story. Do not forget that this is a fossil, so this is true, you know, captivated history. So if things like that interest you, they do me, then they're perfect for that. But also don't forget that it is a type of coral. Our coral is completely ethically sourced. And what you've essentially got is you've got that coral that's been encapsulated within this. These are beautiful because they've been polished front and back, so you can work with the back of them as well, and they are totally natural. No dyeing on these whatsoever. I've got to bring your price point in because I've got less than 50 of these now for 240 carats worth, which by the way for me equates to 5 of these beautiful cabs. Your price point today it's just £21.95 just to get your hands on something that is unique, individual. Everyone's going to look different, and I have the last few of them now. We don't get this on often at all, do we? It's only been seen once on a designer inspiration before, so get it whilst you can. Now, whilst you're all flooding in for this, which you are, because let's face it, at that price point, you'd probably expect for this many cabs agate, wouldn't you? There's nothing wrong with agate, of course, but of course, obviously, fossil coral has a much higher value in the trade than that of an agate, so of course you're all flying in. Whilst you're all flying in, I'm going to launch our competition. Now, it's a hidden treasures competition, so they all have a little bit of a treasure theme amongst them. I have 4 questions for you today. Don't message in yet. We're going to have 4 questions, and you get the chance to win 2 of Mark Smith's pieces, and as well as one of Gem's challenges, which we'll launch in a short moment as well. Wait for all 4 questions, and then you can text in later, but I'll let you know all of that first. So make a little note of this one. This is your question 1 for you to have a little look at. Now this is a beautiful sapphire and diamond piece, and as you can see there, it was for a 100th anniversary. Now the question is, where was this treasure found? And I'm going to give you a clue, okay? It's one of these 3. Where was this treasure found? Either was it found in the sea, was it found in the desert, or was it found on the moon? Ooh! Do you want to have another little look at it? If you think about that. Is it from the sea, the desert, or the moon? Where was it found? Where was it found? And just think for a 100th anniversary exhibit. I don't know if that gives you a little tip or a little hint. Oh, Gem's eyes have just lit up.
The budgie started cycling on the little cycle that runs my brain.
Gosh, I almost saw a light bulb go on then above your eyes.
It took a minute, but I've got it.
You've got it, you've got it. So make a note of it. Is it the sea, the desert, or the moon where that was found? Well done everyone who got this. If you all checked out now, I'd be in my last chance saloon on it, so please do be quick on that one. I have got more treats and treasures coming up, and don't forget some gemstones you've never seen before on Jewellery Maker. I'm so excited about that. I do love, I have to say, being on Designer Inspiration, because you are my home, aren't you? I do love being on Designer Inspiration because my gorgeous producer Helena is so enchanted and excited by the weird and wonderful that we get to do and bring just amazing gemstones like I have for you today. I've got a faceted opal, which the colour nearly took my eyes out before. I've got your challenge to start off with now though, and this is the Lovely Gems Challenge. This would go great with that fossil, wouldn't it? The colours, how perfectly does that go? Can you see the tones going across it, and the fact that these are all kind of sea-based? Isn't that a beautiful idea, if I do say so myself? I've got for you here, oh gosh, Helena, I've just been really nice about you, and now you name this that. She sells seashells, including Ligo shells. Isn't that funny that I could say that first 4 words fine, but gold came out wrong? Oh my days. I've got for you here a wonderful bundle of stunning shell. Now what we've got in here, ladies and gents, are cubes and cuboids. So if I show you these, I'll hold these out for you. You've got 2 of these strands. These are around about your 4 mil. Now, gorgeous Helena, do you think we've been sent a wrong strand here just to really upset the situation? I don't know if we have. Have you got the same strands as me? No. No, I knew it. Look at that, eyes of a hawk, brain of a sparrow. Yeah, because you've got cubes, which are 4 mil, and you've got the cuboids. Can I borrow your cuboid strand, if you don't mind? Ignore that one. You're an absolute gem. So, you're a gem.
You're not the first, you won't be the last.
You've never had that before. These are the cuboids. Obviously they come in strand form, but this is Gem's challenge, so she's already started on them. But look, isn't that even more exciting? Because these ones, oh come out you. What have you glued this together? These are shell, but look, they're the cuboid shapes. So they're elongated. I've never seen a strand like this before, have you? So, if you have a look at them, you get the elongated strands. These are around about a 13 by 4, and these ones are your 4 mil, but they give a beautiful look, don't they? And like I said, you do get an entire strand. And then you get these wonderful fan shapes as well, which I'm a big fan of. You've got, oh gosh, do you miss me team? You do, don't you? I'm in Avernus. You've got those beautiful shell tones in there, and look at the iridescence, because you've got such a large surface area on there. That sheen is just sensational, isn't it? Really going to catch the eye. Now, producer Helena says she apologises profusely for the incorrect strand being sent across, and therefore she's going to do you a special price point. Should be. Now, if I'm honest, I think that is fantastic. I went into a well-known store the other day. They had a selection of shells, and they were more than that for 1 strand. £8.95 for 3 strands of shell. Have you seen the size of these? I've never seen a strand like this one before with the cuboids. When I saw this one, I'm sure it was alone. I'm sure it was around about the £6.95 mark. It must have been, mustn't it? And then this strand here with all of that beautiful effect. I've never seen that shape. When you see all of that effect, when you see all of that beautiful look, when you see all of that schiller, £8.95. Now, Gem, you've been working with these. Anything that you've created so far, the thing you've created so far doesn't look like an £8.95 worth piece.
I've not finished it, but did you want to see it halfway through?
Can we? Do you want to? Oh Now, be honest, does that look like it cost $8.95? No. In fact, it's probably, for the price of everything and the amount you've used, that's probably cost about 50-60 pence to make, and you're only halfway through it.
Absolutely, and I've got to say, what you may not be picking up at home is that pearlescence is probably the wrong word, but you're getting some beautiful rainbows.
That iridescence on the surface.
It's like a butterfly's wing, it's beautiful.
It is like a butterfly's wing, absolutely agree with that. Well done, people who are coming in and getting this. Genuinely an astonishing price point there for these, and totally different than usual. Okay, so you can have these cuboids back whenever you like, Jem. Now, I've got something that's never been seen ever on the mid-show before. You ready for this? These are just... I've never seen anything like this on Jewellery Maker, let alone designer inspiration. Take a really close look at these. Can you notice anything about them? An addition. These are coming up for you really shortly. That's topaz in an earring finding. They're stunning. But what I was meant to show you was this. I knew you would miss me, family. You've got here genuine, real deal, beautiful turquoise. This is 100% turquoise, no resin included. This is so vibrant and so decadent, and it's faceted. Turquoise is by far one of the rarest gemstones in the world. It's in the top 20 of rarest gemstones, and I've got to say it is just absolutely spectacular. It is unique, it is individual, and for you today, it's going to be one of those last time chances. Turquoise is running out. I'm a bit nosy in a nice way, do you know what I mean? I wasn't earwigging, well, I was a bit, but I heard management the other day talking about new orders that they've got coming through, and one of the members of the team upstairs asked, oh yeah, have we got any more turquoise in? I think it was Pip actually, because he was making kits. He was like, oh, have we got any turquoise coming in? And the buying team, one of the members of the buying team said, yeah, I think we've got sort of 3 or 4 strands. They're all nuggets. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with nuggets at all, but for those people who like to work with beautiful, pristine, faceted gems, I'm being honest here and saying our buying team haven't bought any this time around. So when that new selection comes in and we've just got those nuggets, nothing wrong with them obviously at all, but if you're one of those people who likes to work with the ease of a faceted oval, then get them whilst you can. It's 100% real turquoise, no resin, just the real deal. One of the rarest gemstones in the world from the US of A. Your price point today for this absolute stunner. Now listen, this is a real hidden treasures day, and I want to break the rules a little bit. I'll be honest, it's a Friday, so management are usually in on a Friday, but you've probably heard we're moving location, we're moving down the road, we're moving to a new studio. So the managers have taken half a day today and they're moving all the stuff over. They've been moving it all out this morning, it's been hectic. They've left us on our own essentially. They're in and out, they're moving stuff. No one sat there watching us on the computer. So I'm about to do something that I know, truthfully, if I just did this with no excuse whatsoever and management watching me, genuinely, my producer would be asked why she did this. You ready for it? £59.95. We've just taken real deal turquoise, no resin in this. Don't forget, loads and loads of our turquoise is reconstituted, and that's because we can't get our hands on enough. We can't get our hands on enough to be making pieces like this usually. I've got for you possibly one of the last strands of faceted ovals that you're going to see of turquoise for months, because like I said, the buying team said the 3 strands that they've bought in, all 3 of them are nugget strands. They'll be slightly different sizes, and you know, some might be elongated ones or whatever, but there's 3 different strands of nuggets coming in. That's it. Once they're in, you know, we don't do it. It's not like we're ordering every single day. Ordering and everything takes a long time to get in. Genuinely, if you want something this beautiful that is real deal turquoise and that is that's not going to be in nugget form, then you've got to get it now, because genuinely we're going to be doing things today that it's purely, you know, Gem, you know I'm not sort of lying about this. What have you seen this morning in the office? You sat with us for a while.
chaos.
It's chaos. There's no one sat down at their computer at all, because the computers are being moved, apart from those three for the producers that we'll use today. No one was watching us. We're going for it today. We really, really are. Oh, hello, Michelle. I honestly think some jewellers would ask for £65 for just one on a 925 chain. Michelle, totally and absolutely agree. Completely. When I've been on holiday before, I've seen turquoise earrings, and the prices, you know, you're talking triple figures for a simple pair of earrings, and they haven't been as big a pieces as this, I can tell you that for nothing. Very naughty price point there. We are going to get it off your screen, because the amount of people who are collectors and connoisseurs and know how special this is are checking it out. So I'm going to move that off your screen for you now. But genuinely, for everyone, well done, because it might be another 6-7 months until you see something like that. Well done all. I've got for you now. Oh, only been seen once on Designer Inspiration before. What do you think, Gem, of Hypersthene? Have you seen it before?
I managed to secure a strand years ago from yourselves.
Yeah.
And it's, you just can't see it until you get it.
Yes.
Get it in your hands.
Yeah.
And it displays just such nature's beauty. It really is.
It really does, doesn't it? Honestly, 'cause I know you're a Labradorite lady, aren't you? You love
Yes.
Labradorite, and I can understand why you'd like this one too. If you've never seen Hypersthene before, here it is, but times it by 10 in your head, because it's so much better in real life. Look at that. It is genuinely so much better in real life, isn't it? Gem's even sort of shaking her head. She's like, honestly.
I'm just looking at it on the monitor and thinking, I wish you could see what we can see here in the studio.
Yeah.
If you could imagine Black Star Sapphire, but 10mm of them.
Yes.
It has that reminiscence. I'm not saying it's the same,
No.
but there's something really special about it.
It is.
Can't pronounce it, so I'm going to leave that to you.
I love that. You're totally right. It has got that Black Star Sapphire look. If you're not sure what a Black Star Sapphire is, essentially it's a sapphire, obviously, that has this beautiful kind of sheen underneath the surface that sometimes displays kind of a cross shape. It is just like that. I mean, it is absolutely sensational. It's so much better in real life. It truly is. This will not disappoint you. It just won't. You're not going to get this home and go, oh, it looked better on the screen, because it doesn't. And I'll be straight with you. It really doesn't. This is going to be one of those pieces that you get home and you think either, how have I never owned Hypersthene before, or when can I get my next Hypersthene? We hardly ever have this on. It's exceptional quality. Big pieces as well, and at £7.95. Gem's face was a picture then.
I paid double for that,
yes,
for a much smaller strand, so I'm blown away and slightly jealous.
Yes, I love that. And as well, you can say no. Obviously, you know, I'm all about being totally brutal and honest. If this strand here was double the price, would you be buying it?
Oh, absolutely. It's huge.
Yeah.
How long is the strand?
It's around a 40cm strand, roundabout.
That's massive. I mean, you've got enough to make a really statement necklace and have enough left over for accessories.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you would be looking to sell that for quite a tidy sum. It's
absolutely
very rare.
It's so rare. And do you know what? It's rare here at Jewellery Maker too, because I've got 9 left now. So I'm sorry for everyone who's going to miss out on this. It's going to be something that you add to your collection and that you fall in love with. It looks so much better in real life, I promise you. And speaking of looking better in real life, I've got faceted opal coming up, the display of colour of which, on some of them, is just phenomenal. You're obviously not going to see any of that now because the lights in here hate me. No, they just don't show off opalescence well at all. But honestly, the colours on this are astonishing. And even if it wasn't about the colour, just to have a faceted opal special, isn't it? Well done everyone who got the Hypersthene, but people are missing out now. We're going to squeeze in one more before we come over to you, lovely Gem. I'm going to squeeze in. Do you want to have a little nosy at something else? Just whilst I'm looking for this, I'll just quickly show you this. Multicolored lapis. Oh, we're going to do it now. Oh yeah, go on then, let's do this now. This is a naughty price though. Ladies and gentlemen, are you listening? Get yourself on the phone, please. There's no messing around here. You know what I'm like. If you don't know what I'm like, essentially, if I say this is going to be a ridiculous price for what it is, I mean it. I don't go, oh wow, that's a great price, if I don't think it is. This is ridiculous. Just get yourself on the phone. Management on him. What? It's a naughty price. I'm not going to reference the price. I'm just going to talk about this gemstone. It's green and blue lapis lazuli. So this is your beautiful lapis. What? Sorry, I am still here, ladies and gents. I'm just blown away. Pardon? Okay, this is an on and off offer. And I mean that from the deepest depths of my heart, because if any management sees this, my producer Helena, who I absolutely love and adore, she's a very good friend of mine, but she might genuinely get sacked. She didn't realise this at all. You ready? Okay,
No.
so okay, and we're going. It's been lovely to see you. Well done, everybody who got that. I'm so naughty. What? If you saw and liked that price, I'll see you in a bit. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I'm so shocked. I've got hair on my mouth, and I think it's a golden retriever hair. Yeah, it is. Brought it from home. How lovely. My dog's still with me. Okay, lovely ladies and gents. Honestly, things like that are going to happen throughout the day. It really, really is. Gemstones you've probably never seen before here ever at Jewellery Maker are coming your way. Lots of inspiration, lots of designs, and we're going to start off with some inspiration now. Can you tell us a little bit like what we're going to expect in this kit, please, lovely Gem?
When I opened the box, I was absolutely blown away, and the main strand for me was the quartz.
Oh, this quartz is just something else, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful.
$17.95 this strand.
And I'm not surprised.
No. What caught your eye about it most, please, Jan? Apart from the obvious.
Well, it's so clear.
Yeah.
You've got the most perfect faceting on there, and I just couldn't help but cut the strand and gaze at them for about a day.
Yeah.
They are truly, truly beautiful. It's not just little girls' jewellery, they're substantial pieces.
Yeah.
And are you guaranteeing a weight on this or a number on the strand on this?
So, we're doing weight on this one. 175 carats worth it is of your hexagonal prisms. So it's a big amount of a very, very luxurious gem. Can you see the brilliance in this? Do you know what brilliance is? If you're not sure what brilliance is, it's sometimes referred to as internal luster. Essentially what it is it's when the light enters the gemstone, it's like the light gets trapped for a certain amount of time. And when it does it gives you brilliance. It's known as loads of different things. Brilliance, internal luster, kind of, some people call it fire or the life of a gem. I'm going to show you exactly what it is though. Take a little look at this and then watch as the light hits not only the outside of the gem as it is now, but wait for the inside. Can you see that? Did you see that glow then? Can you see how that brilliance hits within the gem? It's not just on the facets. If you look in here, that's not on the facets, that's inside the gemstone. And that is brilliant, and we don't get that on every single quartz. If I were to describe this, because this itself is a type 1 gemstone, so one of the clearest gemstones, I'm saying that this gemstone is going to be about probably a VS, maybe an SI1. It is exceptional quality. I mean, only beaten, if this were a VS, it's only beaten essentially by one other grade of clarity. I mean, it's astonishing, it really, really is. $17.95 this strand is, so it is a high-end strand, and so it should be. Speaking of high-end, hello to you, gorgeous emerald, how are you? Isn't it nice to have an emerald that's not a nugget strand? I don't know about you, I've obviously been on Designer Inspiration, I've obviously been on the morning show, but again, don't get me wrong, I like nuggets, and actually, you know, to work with nuggets for certain things, I'm all on board. Tree of Life without nuggets, not worth having, you know, in my makes, apart from if it's pearls, or really nice opal, or, well, anything actually now I think about it, but I love Tree of Life with nuggets, I really do. I've had loads of nuggets on the morning show of late of emerald. Isn't it nice to have a really nice, unusual coin shape? It's going to give a real interest to your pieces, and I don't know why, it might just be me. What do you think about this? I think this could be worn by ladies and gents, because it's not faceted, but it still has that interest of light. I could imagine one of these on a really nice leather cord, just really simply macrame, you know, knot on it for a gent. But then I could imagine this high shine, beauty in effect for a lady. I think it's beautiful. Emerald you can add to your collection today, as well as, look at this, pearls. These are your beautiful white pearls, and it does go sensationally well, doesn't it? It really, really does. And then I've also got your moonstone. Oh my gosh. I mean, that for me is true elegance. That for me is ethereal. That for me is almost kind of, you know, a painting, as it were. It's picturesque. It's the types of things you would imagine seeing in vogue on glamorous ladies throughout the century. I can imagine this being worn by celebrities, superstars, but you get to own these today, and I just think that's sensational. On top of that, I am going to add some wire for you, and actually quite a fair bit. I've got 0.25 mil here, 15 metres worth of that. If you're brand new, oh, it's really nice to meet you. When we talk about 0.5 or 0.4, we're talking about mils of a millimetre. So this is 0.25 of a mil. This is 0.4 of a mil, so just under half a mil. This is just over half a mil, it's a 0.6. And this itself is 1 millimetre wire. They all do different jobs, and we'll talk about that more later on. Now, can I just ask you, and answer this honestly, in your own mind, how much would you be happy to pay for the moonstone? How much would you be really happy to pay for the pearls? And how much would you be over the moon, whoop-de-whooping, kind of jumping around doing a little bit of a jig but not dropping your brew with the emerald? Because today, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, you buy this quartz, which is a £17.95 strand, and you get 45 metres worth of wire, and these pearls, emeralds and moonstone for £1.71 each. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, should have been £50.60. See you later, alligator. It's a Friday, we're going wild because we are moving. Management aren't watching. True story. Your price point today is just £29.95. Ladies and gentlemen, that means you're getting over £20 saving. That's gone, that's gone. See you later, £20 back in your pocket. Keep that for a rainy day or a special strand I've got coming up later. You're buying this strand here, £17.95, and yeah, even your 0.25 is £1.71. You're saving money even on that. Your 0.4 is £1.71. Your 0.6, £1.71. Your 1 mil, £1.71. Your pearls are £1.71. The lowest price on Jewellery Maker I've ever seen an individual strand of pearls for, and it's one of those cheeky naughty prices we've done, was £4.95, and I was absolutely blown away. We sold out in seconds. It was not £1.71, ladies and gents. Moonstone at that price, when you've got this amazing quality. Can you see the shimmer on that? Can you see the sheen on it? This is £1.71 for one of the most beautiful and ethereal gemstones in the world, and possibly the knock your socks off one, don't sprit your brew out, ladies, emerald for £1.71. You couldn't buy a ham sandwich for that price, and I tell you what, it's not going to last as long as this emerald is. What do you think of emerald? Just emerald and pearl and moonstone for under £30 is astonishing, isn't it?
Absolutely outstanding. And the thing I love about this emerald strand is the colour is incredible. There's one or two on the strand I've got here to work with today,
yeah,
that have moments of clarity.
Yes.
And that's incredible. You could pop those in a little trilogy ring perhaps.
Yeah.
It would be incredible. I can't believe the price on that. That's incredible.
It's amazing, isn't it? If I said to you, you've got a pearl strand for £5, you've got a rainbow moonstone strand for £5, you've got an emerald for £5, and that was just a bundle, you lot would be running in. You'd be rushing in as quick as anything. But it's not £5, it's £1.71.
Have you seen the rainbows on those?
I know, the pearlescence is phenomenal. It's because it's such a pure white, isn't it?
So beautiful, so beautiful. I never used to be a pearl girl. It's my birthstone.
Yeah.
until I found the pearls here.
So you've got 2 of your birthstones in this kit then, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, oh,
yeah, absolutely.
cutie.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
Do you want to see exactly what Gem's been making? I can honestly say, you know, for your big pieces, for your big, you know, the necklace, the cuff, the headband piece, the other necklace, even the likes of those rings, if I saw them in a shop individually at $29.95, you want to better be biting your arm off for that. And that'd just be for one piece, let alone for all of this that you've made. You've made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces.
And some of those are individuals. The little angel wings, there's one with moonstone and one with the emerald.
Yeah.
They're designed to be used as window hangers.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're that way inclined, you can make them into a pair of earrings.
Yeah, I love that. Or
Which
a
I think-
bag charm, zip charm, something like that.
Definitely. But there's so much to work with, and I've got quite a bit of the emerald left.
Yeah. Do you want to have a look at this headband piece? Now, you know I hate polystyrene heads. They creep me out. But I don't care, because look at that piece. Oh my gosh. It's phenomenal, isn't it? It is phenomenal. Oh, I just love it. I really do.
The first piece I made was the headband piece.
Yeah.
And it's just where I went to mentally when I saw this beautiful, beautiful quartz.
I love this cuff too. That cuff, this is an upper arm cuff.
It is.
What a fab piece that is. I mean, for a bespoke piece like that, you'd be paying the big money, surely. Well done everyone who's got their hands on this. I just want to say that your names have gone off my screen, but it is lovely to have you with us. Don't forget, you're saving over £20. You buy the quartz, you get everything else for just 12. It's astonishing, it really is. We're going to be making this very special piece today, aren't we?
We are, yes.
And what kind of set your mind going with this one?
I do make a lot of pendants, and I am slightly obsessed with wire.
Lovely.
So when Pip sent through lots and lots of wire, I was really, really pleased.
Yeah.
So that's where I always go to. My mind goes to pendants.
To it straight away. And who can get involved with this? Is this for someone who's starting out, or is this for someone more advanced, or is it a bit of both?
Some beginner to intermediate project, this one.
Okay.
Because a lot of the wirework pendants that we make can be a little bit complicated.
Yes.
So I wanted to do one that was what I call a fast set.
Okay.
And you start with a couple of lengths of wire, and all of a sudden you've got something quite substantial in your hand, and it feels quite satisfying.
Brilliant.
So if you are new to wirework, maybe give it a go.
Fantastic.
And see how you get on.
We're going to get started on this, but I do need to let you know that half the stock on this amazingly priced kit has gone, and also to say to you, I have got more of those ridiculous prices coming up. I also have a section called Star Sophistication, and in that section you're going to have some gemstones you may have never seen before on Jewellery Maker. That's all coming up really, really shortly, including a beautiful Imperial topaz that you don't want to miss, so stay where you are. And also to let you know, if you have bought this kit, congratulations. Make a little note of today's date and the time, and don't forget you can watch us back on YouTube. So we're going to get started on making this then. Where do we begin, Gem?
Lovely. Okay, we're going to start with 3 lengths of wire. Let me pop these other beautiful things out of the way.
The £1.71 emerald. Yeah, you do that.
Emeralds, yes. Seriously. I know somewhere you can't buy a bottle of well-known brown soft drink with bubbles in for
No,
that.
you're absolutely right.
Okay, this is approximately 35 to 40 centimetres, and I've got 3 cut ready to begin with. And what I would say with wire work, it's desperately upsetting if you cut your wire too short. If you end up with little bits here and there, at £1.71, A, don't worry, but B, you will always find uses for them. I make a lot of my own ear wires, so if you've got some left over, it's really unimportant. So we've straightened them out a little bit. They're slightly wonky. What you can do at home is run your fingers over to warm the wire, and that will give us a head start. The first half of the project is to turn those 3 lengths of wire, plus we've got some of the lighter gauge. The first 3 lengths are the 1 mil, and this is approximately 60 to 70 centimetres of 0.6 mil wire here. And what we're going to turn that into is a fast set setting, which looks somewhat bizarre at the moment. You've got little mountain peaks going out both ways, and then in the middle you've got the lighter gauge of wire hooked on.
Okay.
So what we'll probably do to start with is I put the wire on afterwards, the thinner wire, and found it quite fiddly. So we might put that onto one of the the heavier pieces of wire, just to make our lives a little bit easier as we go along. So if we take one of the pieces of heavier 1mm wire, and we're going to wrap around it. When I first started fiddling with wire, which is about a year ago now, I used to try and start from the very, very end. Can you see that behind my hand slightly better? That's really just bound to annoy you and upset you. So if you are new to wire work, pop 1.5 inches maybe over the top and make your first bend round. So we're just going to wrap around the middle of the heavier wire with the 0.6. Now I'm doing that with my fingers because it's simple. And then after I've done that, I'm going to tidy it up with my chain nose hooked pliers.
Okay.
I don't know what you call them here. Are they bent nose pliers?
Yeah, they can be.
I've had them for so long, I don't even remember. So what we're doing is anchoring this on. And you see how I'm just rotating the pliers around the end of the wire to make it smooth and sit against the other piece. So this is where we're at. We've got our long piece of thinner wire connected. I'm going to pop that to one side, and then we're going to take these other two pieces of 30 to 35 centimetres of 0.1. First thing we're going to do is find the approximate midpoint.
Okay.
And we're going to grab both of them. I'm going to take my pliers in here. I'm going to hold them tight and make a sharp bend. If you can see from the overhead monitor there, you've got like a V shape. Now, I quite often like to try and make life as easy as possible, so I use the depth of my pliers as a gauge, which means that I can create fairly regular loops and swirls and points of bend. So I'm going to pop those onto the bend there and bring it back against. So we've got almost a heartbeat thing going on. I'm doing them two together so I can get them to be relatively similar in shape and size. Now we need to move on to the straight side. Get your pliers in and then bend up. And what I'm going to do is just flatten this down with my fingers so you can see what we've done so far. As I say, this is a project that would probably be quite suitable for people new to wire work. So we've got two relatively similar pieces of wire with a bend in the middle. I'm going to repeat that process either side. Again, I'm going to use the depth of my plier here to allow me to make a fairly regular measurement. If you can see there what we've done, we're just repeating how we started beforehand. So I'm going to pop that down there and then up the other side again.
Okay.
So now we've got two little mountains. I'm going to flip that over to make my life easy so I don't forget which part is the middle one. And now they've knitted together because it's live TV and it hates me. Like the lights hate you. So I'm going to pop the pliers in there. And it's very, very easy. I have arthritis in one wrist and 2 fingers. And I find this really the easiest way to manage that process. I'm then going to add my last little mountain on the end. I bend it down that way, put the pliers in, and bend it to the side. This is where we're at. We've got 3 little mountains. Now they look a little bit uneven at the moment, so what we can do is spend a little bit of time just tidying those up.
And whilst you're tidying those up, because we're talking about pliers, I have got some pliers here actually, and we were talking earlier about kind of your shaped pliers. I've got the half flat round and the hollow half round, and you were saying about these ones earlier, weren't you?
They are fantastic, yeah.
Now, why do you love these ones so much?
You can get really tight little swirls when you're using them into the wire, which you can't always do if you're working with twin round nose pliers. It's not always the easiest thing in the world to get a really smooth little swirl going round. So when you are creating swirly bits, it's nice to get a start off with those.
And this will set you off in your way because you have got the half hollow section, so you can see there to start off your curve. It's going to be perfect. I imagine this is great for the likes of your earring wires as well that you were saying you make quite a lot of.
Definitely, yes. It's a lot easier than just winding around a mandrel.
Yes, because you're going to get that beautiful bend starting off on there. It's a pair we don't have on often at all, but it's like with everything, if you don't have them in your stash, add them to your order today, because I'm going to do a very naughty price. And it's not just those ones you get, actually. It is also your flat half round. So you'll see you have the half round side again, but this time you have your flat side there too. So again, really going to help you with guiding, really going to help you with your organisation of pieces, and really going to help you get that nice neat edge, because round nose pliers are fantastic, but sometimes you don't actually want something as small as the round nose plier. Sometimes you don't want to make a spiral, you want to do more of a swirl. I like this one as well because it's great for doing undulations in wire. That looks quite pretty, I think. Along with this, you will be getting some wire itself too, just to give it a go, just to try it out. And these gauges are going to be great for if you are starting off and you've never worked these pliers before, because they're both a 0.6 in the gold and in the antiques bronze. Anyone fancy a really naughty price?
I do.
Should be. Almost £16. I still think that's a great price, because to be fair, these are very exceptional pliers. They're not our everyday pliers. You can't get these in any of our toolkits. £8.95. We've just taken this from just shy of £16 to £8. I was going to say 9 then. £8.95 for you today to get your hands on all of these. If you've never worked with them before, give them a go. Now's your chance to try them. I know that I had a message off a lady the other day, please forgive me, I can't remember your name, but she said that she tried out the half round flat ones, and said that she loved them so much. She was asking when we would next have them on, because she does workshops and she wanted to get some for the rest of her customers. And it doesn't surprise me at all. It's a unique and individual pair of tools, and usually for quite bespoke, not bespoke, that's the wrong word, for quite advanced tools such as this. Don't get me wrong, beginners can use them, but for quite advanced pieces like this that you wouldn't normally get in an average standard jewellery making toolkit, to get just a pair at £16, you will be paying a close to that price point just for a pair. So for £8.95 for the wire and both of these.
And what a lovely combination of wire to add on to your new tools as well.
Absolutely.
I can see those all swirled round with your new half round pliers there.
Absolutely. Now, your names have gone off my screen. It's been extremely busy today, and it will be continuing to do so, because I've got those hidden treasures coming up for you. So please do check out. As soon as this is sold out, we'll put that kit back on for you. £8.95 for you. Okay, folks, so you've neatened off the peaks.
I have, and thank you very much for the opportunity to do that.
Not a problem, it's what I'm here for.
You can see they're slightly more mirrored, slightly more even. And what we need to do now is ensure that we don't forget to put our middle wire, which is still straight but has that lovely piece of swirliness already going on. What I might do is pop that underneath, actually, so you can see.
Okay.
We want him to sit beneath the peaks of the middle. It's all right, throw it on the floor, love.
Sorry, my face just went. Right, has anyone heard that? Definitely did. I'm sorry about that. I'm just being a diva and throwing wire like it's nobody's business.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done.
I apologise.
So in the next segment, what we're going to do is secure these 3 1mm gauges of wire together, all the while having that central piece in the middle of the middle mountain. And I'm going to call them mountains because it makes me happy. Now, what we would do is take our 0.4 gauge, which is my go-to gauge for wrapping bits and pieces together. So at home I have quite big reels and I tend to work off the reel, but what we're going to do here is take a shorter piece so that the reel isn't jangling all over the desk and making noise and I'm getting annoyed with it. So we'll start at one end. Just make sure that you have the wrapped segment in the middle there, and we're going to start over at one end. This is the furthest point away, and we're just going to wind round very, very simply, which binds all the pieces together. Again, I do this with my fingers because I find it easier to start out with. And you can see just how shiny and lovely the quality of wire is there. It's probably quite boring to watch me going round and round and round, so I'm going to stop there, pull it in, and just snip those ends off. Now, this wire that is connected to the central piece is going to go on the inside of your design. So what you need to ensure is you flip it over, you've got your wire sticking up in the middle, and we're going to snip off the excess wire on this side of the design. And the reason I'm doing this is because we can then use our flat pliers. You can use chain nose flat pliers, whatever is your preference. I use these all the time, they're my lucky pliers. And we're just going to squidge that down nice and tightly.
Okay.
So if I turn that towards you, you can see that the loop has wrapped so that the end is on this side.
Okay.
We're going to repeat that a couple of times, which I hope isn't too boring for you, or I can move on to the here's one I made earlier, as you prefer.
So you do that technique in the centre section and on the end?
Yep,
so that it looks like this one here. Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we get that, don't we? Brilliant.
I can do another one if you want, but I think pretty much you can
My
manage
director
that.
says if he understands it, then he thinks others will. So we can move on. He's like, I get it.
Okay, so in true Blue Peter, other children's programmes are available fashion.
Such as? You have to do a such as and give 2 other options.
Oh, I don't know. Tis was. Saturday morning happiness. What are they called these days?
I don't know. Noddy.
Pokemon.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay, we've done some others.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to the pre-prepared strand. So I'm just going to straighten up the 0.6mm wire.
Yeah.
So that we can thread on our choice of quartz.
Oh,
I chose the
gorgeous.
biggest one.
Why not?
Because why not?
Absolutely.
Weird. You're weird. Oh, that wasn't an insult. Okay, so this is a really beautiful piece of quartz. I love the faceting on it. We're going to thread that onto the long central piece.
Do not forget that quartz that's in the kit, which is at the bottom of your screen, was £17.95, meaning that you've got everything else for just £12. It worked out £1.71 per component on top of that. And yes, that included the likes of moonstone and pearl and emerald. Not nugget emerald, properly shaped emerald for £1.71.
Really, 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 really nice emerald.
It's at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah. So, we have threaded on the quartz, as you can see here, and we've sat it so it is against the middle mountain. At the moment, we're just going to try and get a bit of an idea of the shape that we're working with. So I'm going to pull that up against the gemstone.
Okay.
If I just move my fat fingers out of the way, you can see.
I see.
And if I'll turn that towards you, at the moment it's just coming up the side of the gemstone.
Got you.
One of the benefits of this as a beginner's piece is that your quartz is captured. Because it's drilled, you can encase it within the design using that loop of wire. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side now. I'm going to press it up, and that's another thing I love about your wire, it's so malleable. And you can almost see the pendant is, I mean, how long have we been doing this?
Oh, not long at all.
Not long, okay. I'm going to move the quartz away slightly so I don't damage it, and I'm then going to curve in the tips of my mountains. If I turn that sideways, what we're going to do is I use curved nose pliers, as I've mentioned before, a lot, but you can use chain nose for this. I'm just curving that over ever so slightly, which is the best way to show you that.
That's lovely, I can see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's curving in to the design.
Yeah.
We're going to do that on all 6 peaks.
Not sure how many of those pliers and wires we've got left.
I'm going to turn that over now and do the same on the other side.
Apparently I'm in the teens on it, and I've got about 14 in basket, so do check out, and that will sell out literally in the next few seconds, and we'll bring something else for you.
Because there's always something good.
Of course there is.
So I've gone around all 6 of the peaks of my mountains now. I'm going to slightly open up the basket and try and get that winding so it's in the middle.
Okay.
Obviously when you're at home you can take a little bit more time to ensure that everything is flush and neat and tidy and happy. And this is the point of the show where I'm just going to grab my display model, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, go ahead.
So I can follow the design, which is something that I do at home constantly because I'm just that clever.
Reminder.
Yeah, a reminder, that's a nice way to put it. So at the moment I'm just going to pull those top 2 pieces down so that they're as flush against the outside mountains as possible.
Okay.
The next thing I'm going to do is bring, as I'm holding it, I've got 2 top wires, which are outside wires. I'm going to bring those across the front slightly. So the 2 that are at the top are crossing a little bit, and then I'm going to flip my design over and do the same on this side. Just gently snuggling those other wires out of the way. So this is, excuse my head for a moment there, I had to see. These are the front top wires on both sides, and what you're left with now is a cage.
So can you see that from the front? You've got the cage, yes. Yep, perfect.
Brilliant. Okay, so where did we go next? Okay, professional to the end. I forgot how I did it. What we're going to do now is just snuggle those front and back wires so they're slightly out of our working way. And we're going to pull the middle wires to the dead centre. You can see what we've done there. It now looks like Medusa's head, which isn't very helpful for you. But what I've done is moved the middle wires across to the centre so that they cross at the point where the thinner wire comes up.
I see.
Now what we've got to do is make those go upright. Just get my head out of the way, and I'm going to grip that with the tip of my pliers and bend it so that it points upright, and this is going to form the bail of the pendant.
I see.
That's being a little bit annoying, so I'm just pushing it out of the way and guessing where the bend is. The beauty of quality wire is that you can go back if you make a slight error and you can just rebend it.
Fab.
If you're gentle and respectful of your wire, it will do pretty much anything you want it to do.
Brilliant.
Now, this captive wire is going to help form part of our wrapped bail. Now, bails can be as fancy or as simple as you want them to be. This one is really simple. First thing I'm going to do, I've got this is the thin wire upon which the quartz is threaded. I'm just going to wrap that around both of those central bail wires. I'm going to call them bail wires.
Yeah, fine.
So that we've got a definite binding there. Now all we're going to do is an over-under weave, which is very, very simple, and if you're new to wire weaving, this is going to take you everywhere. I've got wire 1 and wire 2. I'm going to go over the top of wire 1, down the middle, and flush. I'm going to go round the outside of wire 2, back over the top and down the middle. And then I need to repeat that several times. So over the top, down the middle, under, over the top, down the middle. So once you get into a rhythm, it really does become a little bit simpler.
Okay.
So while I do that, you can see it builds up really quickly. I support the wire with my hand as I pull it down through the middle, and that will give you a slightly stronger grip. Over the top, down the middle, underneath. Over the top, down the middle, underneath.
Brilliant.
And it is a bit like sewing when you're in junior school and you make those awful stars that your parents then have to buy later. You get into the
rhythm of it.
You do.
Whilst you're building that up, and you can see it does build quite quickly, I'm going to bring everyone at home something special, because the pliers and wires, that's nice to say. They've nearly gone. I've got like one left. I've got for you here something very, very special. I'm so in love with this for too many reasons. When I tell you that you've got a top drilled pearl, you know that you've got something really unusual. If I hold it out like this, you can see it's not center drilled, they are top drilled. So that means you get a drop. When I tell you that you have got luxury size in areas, you know instantly that price point will be shooting up, because it's 10 mil in areas on this. But when I tell you that you have got the most expensive in generally occurring freshwater pearls, natural colour of that pink, you have got something special. Now, if you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, okay, natural pearls. Our pearls are treated, everyone's pearls are treated. Something like 90%, maybe even 95% of all of the pearls on the market are treated. Even white pearls are treated. Our white pearls, when we get them, a lot of the time, if you see, like, you'll see the code at the bottom of the screen, there'll be like a letter in a bracket. It's often a B. Even on a white pearl, it won't have just been bleached, which is what the B stands for. It will have been, on top of that, heated and probably irradiated, and it can have been oiled, and it can have been loads of other things. The fact of the matter is that this is a natural pearl, but when it comes to natural pearls, there are lots of different colours that occur. One of the most common occurring natural colours of pearl is cream, a dark cream colour. Because it's the most common, although it's natural, it is often in the market seen as the lowest price point. I've got a little picture here that will depict to you exactly the colour palette I'm talking about. Can you see at the bottom of the screen there? These are all natural colours of pearls. Now obviously there's Tahitian pearls and everything else, and they're not counted in this. This is just a general rule for freshwater pearls. At the bottom of the screen is generally the lowest the lowest price of a natural pearl, which is the dark cream to yellow. Getting slightly more expensive is your cream, if it occurs naturally, the cream colour. You then get the light cream, which is slightly rarer again and therefore more expensive. You then got the white, but look at the top. That is in general the rarest naturally occurring colour, and therefore it is the most expensive colour. Light pink. What have I got on my hand here? It's light pink.
It's beautiful. I cannot believe they're natural.
Totally natural. No heat, no dye, no nothing. It's a natural occurring piece. Half my stock has gone though. You're ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. The most expensive in general natural colour of pearl. You ready for it? I have got treats like this left, right and centre today. I really, really do. I brought you pearls, bleached white pearls, bleached that have been irradiated and heated, white pearls at the same price as that, which is absolutely fine. There's no problem on that. But for a natural pearl, that is astonishing, isn't it? It's about to sell out, ladies and gents, and I'm unsurprised. I really am unsurprised because it is just so special. But whilst you're there, I'd just like to say, and I think Gem will be on board with me with this.
Ooh.
I mean, these are going to go with anything though, aren't they, Gem?
They're even more stunning up close. And yes, they would be a perfect partner.
Aren't they? Wouldn't they be amazing in your kit?
Oh, can I have them, please?
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, hon.
But, I mean, with the emerald and with the pearls in your pieces...
And I've got to say, considering, what was it, £1.71?
Yeah.
Those are beautiful pearls with which you could easily mix the pink pearls and the sapphires.
Imagine doing angel wings of sapphires. Oh, I mean, seriously. The clarity on this strand is really very exceptional. You know, a lot of our sapphires that we'll bring to you will be, how to put it, they'll be an I3 quality a lot of the time. They're not general. They can be you know, completely and absolutely opaque. These ones aren't. They're absolutely 110% not. And in fact, can I see my torch anywhere? Where's Brother Pete when you need him? But if I could show you the clarity on this, that would really, really help, just for you to be able to see at home, because we don't often and always get clarity on sapphire. Now, Gem, I know that you like this, and it's obviously a very exclusive strand, and it's absolutely exceptional. Kerry, you're an absolute angel. I nearly touched that head. That was not nice.
If you name them, it's better.
Oh, I don't know if it is. Oh. What I've got here is a genuinely astonishing quality of sapphire, and if I may just show you the clarity on this. Obviously you don't have to carry a torch with you at home. It's just because the lights in here are very one directional, so you don't get an idea of depth. Let me show you this. I mean, it's phenomenal, isn't it? It's absolutely astonishing to be able to see that clarity and that light play, and not just in the pinker tones, which we see often, but in those rarest greens and the rarest of yellows as well. It is above and beyond. You've got a triple threat here, and I'll tell you why. You've got a triple threat on the clarity. Boom, that's a tick on there. You've also got a triple threat because you've got the saturation here. The saturation on every single one of these is intense. We're basically reaching the Gamu point on these, ladies and gentlemen. I'm saying you're looking at around about a 60-70% saturation, but you've still got that clarity. And also the third part of it is you've got that ideal tone. Every single one of them, none of them are muddy or kind of discoloured or kind of you know, around an 80% in tone, so nearly black. They are vibrant. They've got that virility about them. They're just beautiful. I'm going to knock your socks off now. I'll be honest, it's not one that everyone's going to be able to stretch to, but I'm going to help you out, if you let me. Should be. Of course it should. This is one of the clearest sapphires with one of the most intense colours in a shaped and faceted way, with one of the most idyllic of saturations, which of course is something we look for in sapphires. So of course it's, you know, a £65 strand. Until now. You ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? Should have been £65. Ooh. £15 saving. What? £15 saving for you today. That is genuinely astonishing. I'll be honest with you, I haven't got a sapphire of this quality in my stash. I just don't. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm going to get it today though, because at that price point, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's just astonishing, and it truly, truly is. With that clarity, with that intensity of saturation, and with that idyllic tone, you've got something very special. And the fact that they're faceted as well makes it even more important to add to your collection. What I will say is this is not your everyday quality, and it has taken us months and months and months to get this quality. And for that reason, I have 37. That's all we were able to get our hands on. I've got 37 of these, and that number is going down because I do have multi-bidders on this. But what I will say, for anyone who is just fortunate enough to own this today, congratulations, because this is one of those pieces you'll be using for years and years and years to come. This is sapphire. It will never go out of style. It will never go out of date. And because you've got that array of colours, it's going to work for every single season. So well done to everyone. I've got about 20 opportunities left, and that's it. So please do check those out at that price point. £15 back on sapphire, and not opaque sapphire, clear sapphire with perfect tone and saturation. I just think it's
Can I hold them?
I don't know if I trust you, Gem. Can I trust you?
You know I don't carry a handbag.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but I've seen how you've got deep pockets there, Gem.
I've got to say, the greens on this are just incredible. I've never seen a green sapphire like that before.
No,
truly, absolutely beautiful.
So exciting.
Are there any of those silver earring findings from earlier?
Well, they'd be perfect with this, wouldn't they? We're bringing those ones with the topaz in them in a little bit.
Lovely.
Well done, everyone who got that. Okie poke. So we've just done the really simple wrap around the bail.
Okay, we just continued on for quite a while with that, and I've come to probably more than I need to get to, but to finish off this little bit of weave, I'm going to wrap the wire continuously around one piece.
Yeah.
So you see the length. I've probably gone a little bit far, so this is going to be a big bail.
Yeah.
What we're going to do, we've come down underneath, we're going to come back and over the top and through the middle, but instead of going to this side, we're going to come back round this side, and we're going to do that about 4 or 5 times, and this just means that that weave becomes secure. So I'm going to snip off with my flush cutters, and then I'm going to take my pliers of choice and wind it round so that that end is snug against the heavier wire. The next thing I'm going to do is grab my mandrel. Now mine is a wood one, which I've had for quite a while, but the bail making pliers or metal mandrels or whatever you use at home for normal is probably a great idea. First thing to do is to create a little bit of a bend, just about half a centimetre up the length there, and I'm going to bring that up towards me. So I put that sideways, you can see there's that bend there, and then I'm going to put the mandrel the far side and very, very simply and easily bend that round. So if I hold that up that way, you can see there's a basic shape of a bail taking place there. Now I make huge bails so that you can use almost any threading material. I'm then going to push the side wires down and out of the way for a minute, because they'll get on your nerves otherwise. We're going to splay. Actually, what I'll do is I'll flip that over for you. So we're now at the back of the pendant. I'm going to put my finger inside the bail and push down so that it's exactly where I want it to be. These 2 central wires that make up the bail, I'm going to pull out to either side. So you've got a bit of an alien design going on there. I'm going to flip it back over so that we're seeing the front face again, hold it in place, and wind round. This is really simple, you're just crossing over. Now obviously you can take as much or as little time over this as you like. I've gone round twice in one direction and twice in the other direction. Okay, so we've now secured and made our bail. It's a little bit untidy because I've not been as neat or slow as I would be at home. I'm just going to pop that back on the end of my mandrel or whatever device you use, just to make sure that that's a nice, round, strong, secure shape, which you want to work with. Sorry, I moved that up a little bit far for you then.
That's all right, don't worry.
But you can see
Lovely.
the shape there.
Yeah.
Now what I tend to do is add swirls. I like swirls. Not only are swirls pretty, but they cover up bits that you perhaps don't want people to see. They cover up the mechanics of your design. So using a pair of round nose pliers, I'm going to start off my curl. Now I hold the wire still and move the pliers. If it works better for you the other way, go for it. You can see I'm very, very gently just starting the coil off. I then use, guess which pliers? Text in. Not really. To capture that and start off my swirl. Okay. I like swirls. Swirls go everywhere.
Swirls are good.
Hold that still and put it over my hand so you can see how that's coming together. And it's just a case of moving that around and around and around until you get the design that you want. Oops-a-daisy. So you would do the same on the other side, but I'm not sure if you actually need me to do that or not.
No, that's fab.
Probably not. Okay, so what I did with the pendant just here,
got it,
is give it a nice swirly-whirly effect around the top, which looks a bit like fireworks.
It does, it's fab.
And the way we're going to do that is really simple. We are going to make sure that all the wires are approximately the same length. I'm just going to pop that one out of the way because we're not working with it at the moment, but that would become the same as this.
Spiral,
exactly the same. So I'm going to make these about, let me cut it and then I'll tell you how long it is. What's that, about 7 centimetres, do you reckon?
This length here?
Yeah.
Approximately 7 centimetres.
I'm just going to flip that over. Sound like the bored lady at the airport.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we've got equal sizes now, and I'm going to go back to the side that I started with and start making some more swirls. And I probably won't do both sides, I may just do the one side because, believe it or not, our pendant is almost finished.
Isn't that fab?
And that's one thing I love about doing what I do, is that it can be really simple or it can be really complicated. And some of the designs that I make at home can take 12 hours.
Yeah.
And some of the designs take half an hour.
Which is great about it, isn't it?
I love
nice
it.
array.
Because you've got something for everybody then.
Yeah. Whilst you're swirling those off, I know that you've used the hammer in this kit.
I did. It was on the headpiece.
In the headpiece.
Yeah.
As soon as this came up on the screen before, I was having me takeaway from the Golden Arches. Jem was looking over my shoulder, having a good old nose at what we had on the show. And as soon as you saw this, she tapped on the screen and went, "Oh, love that hammer, love that hammer."
Yep.
Why?
There's just so much to go with it.
Yeah.
And it's not just for sheet. You can use it on jump rings. You can use it on, I like to texturise my scale. Scale mail.
Yeah.
It just gives it such a different effect, especially if you've got the coloured ones. And if you go gently, you'll get a really nice patination.
Yeah.
And if you really go gung-ho at it, you lift up the covering and you get two-tone.
Love that idea. Love that idea, which looks fun and funky. And actually, I've got something similar to that later on.
Excellent.
I've got the two sides on this. You've got the stripe side, which gives a really nice texture, and again, as we said, you can use this on your wire. Imagine doing this on jump rings and then making chainmail from it, and how that will catch the light so spectacularly. I've also got the kind of waffle design on this side as well, so you've got those lovely crisscrosses, which of course you can use, sorry, can I hold this up? You can use so it's kind of diagonal like this, or you can use it so that it's, you know, your kind of geometric design almost, so diamond or square design with these ones. Now, you've got two hammers here essentially because you've got the two different heads. I've got to say that the quality of our hammers is astonishing, and it's mainly due to this. It's due to the workmanship of the length of the handle, but it's also due to this. You're not going to have this head flying off anywhere because it does have that security pin, which not all do, and the weight of this is beautifully designed, so you don't have to put the work in, the tool does it for you. And at this price point, it's phenomenal to get a two-headed tool. For the price point you're actually going to see, it'd be ridiculous not to. Treat yourself to it today, because at what should have been $8.95, it's great, but when actually today we're doing it for $5.95, it is ridiculously naughty. I promised you Hidden Treasures Day today. We are giving you so many treats galore, we really, really are. £5.95 for you today. Give it a go, give it a try. It's one of Jem's favourites to work with, and at that price point,
what can I say? A cocktail
exactly
is costing more than that.
Absolutely.
And if you're upset, take yourself off into your workroom, make some patterns.
Absolutely, absolutely love that. It's a great one to work with, it really is. No, Helena, I don't suggest tenderising your meat with this. But hey, if you wanted to, get a couple. $5.95 on this for you today. Your multi-headed hammer. Well done, people who are coming through for this. We haven't got that many left, and at this price point, they are going quickly. So do treat yourself to this whilst you can. So we've done the other spirals now. Doesn't it look beautiful?
We've added some swirly swirls, and I've just got one left to finish off.
Fab.
I just wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see that properly.
Yeah, if you just hold it there.
Just how quickly that's come together.
Really
I don't know in real time how long that's taken, but for a fast set...
Approximately 40 minutes probably. That's with me interrupting.
Well, no, you helped me because I could do the swirly bits without feeling flustered.
Gosh, you're good, thanks.
So what we would do to finish that off is add the last swirly whirl.
Yeah.
And then just push everything gently into place. And they're not the same, they are different. But that's what I love about making jewellery, because you can make them different. You can make each one unique.
It's going to be unique and bespoke. Thank you so much, Gem, for showing us those.
Welcome.
They're just beautiful, aren't they? They really, really are. Now, do you want another question, anybody? This is the second question of our competition for the chance to win 2 of Mark Smith's pieces and 1 of lovely Gem's challenge pieces as well today. We've already had 1 question. I hope you made your note of that. And here is your second question. Again, remember, don't text in yet. I've got more questions coming up, but do make a note of this. This is your next question, number 2. Which gem on today's show is an 8 Mose and named after the Portuguese word for yellow? Which of the gems on today's show is an 8 Mose and named after the Portuguese word for yellow? Not sure? I'm literally going to give you the answer to it in the next half hour or so, because after the break, ladies and gentlemen, I have got some special, truly star sophistication pieces and gemstones you might have never seen before. Me and Jen will be back in a few minutes. Bye.
Jewellery Maker is moving, so stay tuned to find out when we're launching in our new studio. Download the Jewellery Maker app today. You can watch our Jewellery Maker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimise the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the Jewellery Maker app today and boost your viewing experience.
Diopside is a member of the Pyroxene group. It has a monoclinic crystal structure and often displays a star-like optical effect on the surface of the stone. This is due to fibrous inclusions within the gemstone structure that are all at a certain point which give light and reflection to create the star. In the case of chrome diopside, the colouring element here is chrome, which gives rise to a green colour.
Jewellery Maker Fashion Week is coming soon. Make sure you tune in on Monday the 7th of September till Friday the 11th for a jam-packed week full of inspiration. We'll be joined by our talented guests who will be bringing you ideas for the latest trends, what's in and what's out for the season. Over the course of the week, our designers will be showing you how to create a show-stopping multi-medium necklace featuring chainmail, soutache, leather and wire. Watch every day between 9 AM and 1 PM to watch how sections of the necklace are made. Then tune in to designer inspiration shows every day between 1 PM and 5 PM to see an array of different mediums being demonstrated, including kumihimo, art emboss and macrame. The Jewellery Maker Fashion Week starts Monday the 7th of September.
Arguably the most prized of all topaz colours, Imperial topaz is found in only one location in the world, near the rolling hills of Puerto, Brazil. Found within the gem-rich state of Minas Gerais, demonstrating colours ranging from bright golden yellows and oranges to subtle pink champagnes. Excellent cutting with stunning lustre and strong brilliance means even the smallest gems will sparkle beautifully.
Literally couldn't have said it better myself, so I chose not to. It's absolutely true. Even the smallest of gems of this one locational gemstone is going to shine and sparkle. You have got here shaded Imperial topaz. We heard then all about this gemstone, how it is one locational, how we do get it in this range of colours, and we have got the range of colours here before you. It is truly magnificent. Against the skin, it feels exceptional. The sparkle on this is phenomenal, and with one locational Imperial topaz, we are getting a treasure that sadly will not be around forever. I have got for you something absolutely phenomenal here. I truly, truly do. And today we get to own it. Hello everybody, welcome to Jewellery Maker, welcome to my hidden treasure show. This really is a hidden treasure, it truly is. It truly is absolutely astonishing that I'm able to bring this to you today. This gemstone is mined for around about 3 months in the year only. And that is because essentially a water table builds up around this. Now when I talk about water table, I'm not talking about, you know, it rains a lot in this location. What I'm talking about is water in the crust of the earth raises up and covers these mines. These mines are absolutely and completely covered, so they look like a lake. It is impossible to get in there to mine unless maybe you want to get your snorkel out, which of course isn't possible. But even when it is open, because the mining location of this is so small and because the area is so interesting in its makeup, 4 people at a time are allowed to mine it. So for 3 months, approximately, only 4 people are able to get their hands on this. I have got for you here 45 carats of one of the most spectacular and rarest gemstones in the world. It is a one locational gemstone with one of the smallest mining areas in the world. It's something that not everybody gets to own, and it is one of the most expensive, if I'm honest. I was going to go highly prized or whatever, but if I'm straight with it, this is one of the most expensive topazes in the world. And topaz itself has got a good enough name about it that, you know, you're expecting those higher prices anyway. It's one of my favourite gemstones in the world. I think it's exceptional. The beauty of this and the things this will go with, it's going to go exceptionally well with that colour change garnet I brought with you at the beginning of the show. One of the first faceted strands I've ever seen of a colour change garnet. It's going to go sensationally with this colour change garnet that goes from a beautiful kind of forestry green to a meadow green. It's at the bottom of your screen now. It's going to go exceptionally well with that. It's going to go perfectly with pearls. Do you have pearls in your stash? You must do. It's going to go astonishingly with that. It's going to go amazingly with my faceted opal. I mean that, for me, to have 2 of my favourite gemstones in the world, it's just a treasure. This is a special gemstone, and the quality of this one you see before you is above and beyond beauty. It gives you sparkle unlike any other. You get the array of colours, and I'll be honest, I purposely haven't looked at the price of this because I feel like sometimes I can have an opinion and I can be swayed sometimes in what I say by the price of something. I didn't want to be with this because truly I adore it so much, and it is one of my favourite gems. I didn't want to be swayed, so I purposely asked my producer at the beginning of the show not to tell me the price of this. Your price point today on this This is, now this isn't an over-the-top thing, this isn't just a over-the-top, you know, statement. This is one of the most expensive topazes in the world. It's one of the only one locational topazes in the world. It's one of the most sought after topazes in the world. It's one of the only topazes in the world that isn't irradiated every single which way, because of course, as you may well know, all Swiss blue topaz is irradiated. All London blue topaz is irradiated. This is the only ones that isn't. This is one of the most expensive topazes in the world. I can honestly not think of a time I've brought you Imperial topaz anywhere near that price off the top of my head. I genuinely can't. The sparkle on this is diamond-like. The fact that you get that array of colours that we've heard so much about is astonishing. It gives you that sunset-like look because it goes from beautifully clear to these really rich, you know, kind of, how would we describe them? Kind of almost an old gold colour. It's phenomenal. And the fact of the matter is that the quality of this strand is astonishing. Yes, all right, if this was totally opaque, I would understand that price point, but it's not. It's absolutely not. It's eye clear. I can't believe it. I've only got half of my stock left on this. It is above and beyond to every single person out there who's getting this. I'm just blown away for you. I really am. If you loved Hidden Treasures, you're in the right place today. You really are. Hello again if you've just tuned in. This section is called Star Sophistication. I'm pleasured to join today by the lovely Gem. How are you, Gem?
I'm good, thank you, my darling. How about yourself?
Really good, thank you. I'm excited for our second demo. We're going to be learning how to make a really beautiful charm bracelet, which of course is kind of what you started off doing.
It is indeed, yeah, all those years ago.
So we'll be having a little look at that very shortly. To everyone who is getting this, I'm just blown away. What do you think of the price of this, please, Gem?
Absolutely insane. I thought that was going to £35.
Yeah, I was expecting something close to the sort of £30. I was going to say about £29.95 because I saw the quality of it. I'm blown away by that, I really am.
And it's 33 centimetres on the strand, which is so useful.
I mean, loads on there.
You can do wonderful things with the little 18 centimetre strands, but to have 33 centimetres for that price, oh, and doesn't it just...
With that colour change. Isn't that phenomenal?
Oh, definitely. That's beautiful. I mean, that's so elegant, so classic. I'd probably pop it with fine gold wire.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
Isn't it? Well done, everybody. I'm absolutely over the moon for you, you lovely lot. Guess what, though? There's only 11 left, so I'm sorry about that. But to everyone who does miss out, there's more pieces coming of lovely kind of Star Sophistication. Nothing quite like that, though. Well done, everybody. Okie pokely, lovely ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be bringing you in this section some things that are just going to add glamour, some things that are going to add beauty, and some gemstones you've possibly never ever seen on Jewellery Maker before. I'm going to bring you now a lovely set of earring wires, which are fine. They're 95, and they've got gemstones encrusted in them. I personally have never had the opportunity to see our earring findings with gemstones in, so I'm excited to bring them to you today. 95 sterling silver. Take a look. That'll be your side view, so where my tweezers are approximately where your earlobe would be. And then look. Now, it might be tricky for you to see just because the lights in here are so kind of bright, and also don't forget, with your silver, what we've got here is the most refractive precious metal that there is in the world. It outdoes gold on the shine, it outdoes titanium, it outdoes platinum. It is the most, it has the highest RI of any precious metal, so it is quite hard for you to see with these bright lights. But you should be able to see, you see where there's the large diamond and then there's the smaller diamond at the top? In between there are two topazes, two real beautiful, brilliant rounds of topazes. You can see them to the eye way better, way better. I can't believe that we're bringing you earring-wise with such delicate accents of gemstones. I mean, it really does take it to another level. You've got another level there of elegance, and the fact that you've got almost this Art Deco elongation is so feminine, and with that extra twinkle as well. I mean, it's luxurious, not just for the look, but also for kind of the price point you'd be expecting. If I were to see a pair of earrings that were simply like this, without the loop at the bottom, I'd be expecting a big price point. Today, you're getting a pair, £7.95. I went into a well-known supermarket, you know, not a high-end one, just a normal supermarket where you buy your food, and they had a small little stand in the middle of the shop near the clothes, and it had a boring pair, in my opinion, boring pair of metal studs. It was £9.25, but it was just a pair of studs. It was £9.25. They were more than that. They were more than the price you're seeing, and these have got topaz and elongation. I think they are just phenomenal. Come on in, get them whilst you can. These with a few topaz are going to look gorgeous, aren't they? They really, really will. £7.95 on those ones. Treat yourself whilst you can on them, because we don't have many of those at all. What did you say, Poppet? Oh, going to bring one of our faves now.
Excited.
To the gemstone. Sorry.
Were we supposed to have a dance then?
I don't know. No, it just happened, Gem. Things like this happen with me all the time. It's very odd. Now, this gemstone here will be known to many as chrome diopside. It will be known to fewer people, probably, but it's a name nonetheless, as the $1 million emerald. That's how this is referred to in the trade. It's referred to as the $1 million emerald, quite purely and simply because if there were an emerald with this strength of colour, with this clarity, it would be worth around $1 million per carat. It's as simple as that. Chrome diopside for me is more exciting than some emeralds. It really, really is. This is the Russian chrome diopside. This is from an area in Siberia that is so cold that we can only mine it for a few months of the year. And the miners have a little saying. The miners describe it, the conditions there, as whisper of the stars. I always think that sounds so magical. It's not really. Essentially, what it means is, you can have a look at the mine if you want. This is the mine. Essentially, whisper of the stars, which sounds beautiful, actually means that when they're mining for this, in summer, as that picture is, it's so cold their breath freezes when they're speaking in mid-air, and it audibly hits the ground, and they call that whisper of the stars. It's when you talk and it's so cold the breath freezes in midair. But they do it because essentially the beauty of this is astonishing, and in that area it's one of the best ways to get money, essentially. It's a very kind of regarded, highly regarded and well-paid job, as so it should be. This is sensational, and the fact of the matter is we can't buy in chrome diopside anymore. In our last 2 shipments we haven't been able to get any in, and I've got a very short film to describe to you exactly why that is. This is one of my managers, Steve Bennett, and this is him at this year's Hong Kong show trying and failing to get this gemstone.
Many of you remember Miss Feng from a few years ago when we were out in China sourcing the Peridot and the chrome dioxide. Recently, one big Chinese buyer has come in and bought all of the chrome that's left in the market for the Chinese domestic market. There's literally 1 or 2 trays left, so it's a good job. We invested heavily a few years ago. But that's it. When it's gone, it's gone. So we've got 2 issues. We've got the mine virtually depleted, and now almost exclusive rights from the mine into China, who are paying quite a big price for this very precious gemstone.
It's as simple as that. We can't buy it anymore. It's not happening. The small kind of mining period was delayed this year, so we can't get it anymore. We tried the last 2 buying trips that we've had. We've tried to buy it at a price that we think is acceptable, that we think you'll enjoy it at. We haven't been able to. So honestly, with chrome dioxide going as it is, and companies said to be, let's say, sniffing around this gemstone as they are Tanzanite 1, then I would honestly, truly, genuinely get this whilst you can. Your price point today. When you say that word, I almost feel like you've sworn at me. Should, she's just said. Should be. Should. This is chrome diopside. We're not buying this at the moment. This has gone up in price dramatically. Tanzanite 1 are picking this. You're joking. £27.95. Okay, it's astonishing. That is an amazing price. Tanzanite 1 is said to be looking at making this one of the next big gemstone, because they obviously know that Tanzanite is going, and in fact it's been backed up by the fact that the GIA has essentially. The GIA, you know, is a training that some presenters kind of go through. I myself have done it. It's a Gemological Institute of America, and essentially the GIA are bringing out, or said to be bringing out, a new colour grading chart that has only been ever seen the likes of with Tanzanite before. That's the only time we've ever seen the GIA do anything like that with Tanzanite before, and they're said to be coming out for a new one with this, which then again gives you the nudge nudge wink wink that, you know, Tanzanite 1 may well be looking at taking this over as a company. And of course, if that does happen, what do you think is going to happen to the price? It's going to fly through the roof, more than likely. It really will. Russian chrome diopside, not your Brazilian. It's not heated, it's not irradiated, it's not filled. It's the location, the premier prime location of Russia. Well done, everyone. The phone lines, my producer is telling me, have absolutely lit up, probably because it's gone loop-de-loo, she's saying. Probably because at that price point, you would actually normally be expecting a Brazilian, wouldn't you? Normally, there's nothing wrong with Brazilian diopside at all, you know that, but for this location and for the rarity from this location, that price point you would never normally expect. So well done to absolutely every single one of you, your true concerns. Now I am moving on, but purely because I've got so much more to fit in. I really, really do. Do you want to be able to make yourself a really gorgeous ring? Okay. Which do you want to do first? Ring mount. Okay. I'm going to do ring mount now, and I'm going to do some very, very special gems with it. I'm so excited about this. Oh, I love that one. Let me show you the ring mount, and then, if I may, I'm going to get out some gemstones that you... Oh, don't want that to drop. That you will be able to put with this. 925 sterling silver. Get these ring mounts. I've got gemstones to fit, and they're not your everyday. These are the types of things you might not have seen before. This, 925. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, I mean, really. Let me show you some gemstones. Let me show you. Oh. Let me show you. Now, do excuse me, because obviously I don't have my prong setting pliers here, so I'm going to kind of precariously balance it. Oh my goodness. Amarello beryl I've got here for you, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most sought after of all Brazilian gemstones. Have you ever seen this on Jewellery Maker before? I've not. You've got the chance to own this, and it fits in beautifully. It is stunning, isn't it? That's coming up shortly. Let me show it with a garnet, if I may. Because I've got to say, I think this garnet in the picture, it looked black. In the flesh, it is that idyllic tone. You ready? Oh my gosh, that is so sumptuous. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely beautiful. The tone of that is so intense and so deep. That is like a perfect tone, isn't it? Anyone want to see Vesuvianite? Let me show you another one. You've got to come in and get these rings first, though. And do have plenty of these gemstones, different ones to fit in. I'm going to get all 3 of these ones in. Have a look. Vesuvianite. Look at the glow on that. Now, these are gem collector quality. This is not your everyday quality that we have here for you. These are all fitting in perfectly. I'm not going to show you anymore. Oh no, I need to. No, I'm not going to show you any more gemstones yet. I just need you to get the ring first. So this is our ring shank. It's 925. Let me show you around it quickly. Genuine 925, 92.5% silver. You've got gorgeous little accent details here. Do you see those shoulder areas with those beautiful slots? But look, you've also got almost that fleur-de-lis, almost that hugging shape around, which is so beautiful. You have the opening at the back so that light shines through the gem, and those shoulder details just giving you that extra kind of quirk and detail. It feels sensational on the finger, and this is a size 7, which is an N to O size. You ready for this? Price point. This is very, very shy of the average gram weight of metal you'd expect to see in an engagement ring. We've just taken £1 off. That's not been done before. Why have we done that? To prove to you that the management aren't in. It's absolute 100% proof. We have just taken an extra £1 off this, which we've not been able to. Everybody pays the same. So, you know, Nicola, and I won't say exactly how many people have bought, but Nicola, Nicole, someone in Devon, and Eliza, you lot who've bought 2s, 3s and 4s, yeah, you all pay the same price point. So yeah, even though you've checked it out earlier when it was $7.95, it doesn't matter, everyone pays the same price, so don't worry about it. Add a few more to your basket if you want to. I think that is phenomenal, and I'm going to bring the gemstones for you along with these. So gemstone we're going to do first. We'll do the Vesuvianite. Now I saw when I asked, would anyone like to see the Vesuvianite, you nodding away. Why so, please, Gem?
Because it's one of nature's finest. You don't see green gemstones that are that purity of colour, and you don't see Vesuvianite very often at all.
No,
it's beautiful. I can pronounce that one.
You absolutely do not. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are absolutely unique and individual. Do you want to make this ring? Because if you do, you will be one of, wait for it, only 10 people in the world who have the availability to do so today. Because I only have 10 of these. It's unique, it's individual, it's just the astonishing Vesuvianite from Gem Collector range. With this, if you've never had Gem Collector, $14.95, that's astonishing. Have you ever seen a Vesuvianite 925 ring in a shop? I've not. How much are you going to stand out? How unique are you going to look? And don't forget, you get the authenticity with this. You don't even have to print anything off. This is your authenticity card. It's laminated. You can pop it out. And you also get all the certification with all those stickers on there as well to prove what you've got. It's astonishing. $14.95. Only 10 people in the world get to own this. I've got 5 left at this moment in time. Well done, everyone. There are 6 in baskets, so please do check those out. Vesuvianite there. Now, I'm going to rush through these ones as quick as I can. So if you see something you like, let's go for it quick. I'm going to go for the Rajasthan garnet now, which I've got to say the colour on this is phenomenal. It's hard for you to see though, just under these lights, but trust me, think of the richest, oh my gosh, it's just stunning. Think of the richest, beautiful look. How many people get to own this? That is sensational, isn't it? If I get the light out, it's going to be a little bit easier because as we know, Rajasthan garnet, look at that. Never ever been seen before on Jewellery Maker, ladies and gentlemen. It is honestly exceptional quality. Only 4 people get to own this. It's Rajasthan garnet. It is of course from beautiful India. It's absolutely natural and it is sensational. Honestly, it's so unique and individual. It truly, truly is. When you get this home, you're going to see the light band through this even more fantastically. I've got 3 available now. Your price point today, ladies and gents, over 2 carats worth, just £24.95. 4 people in the world getting to own this today. We've never seen this before. There's 1 left. Well done, everybody. Honestly, if you see something you like, I would say get on the phone straight away. Oh, what was that one, my love? Got for you now. This is one that you saw and you were like, wow, that fits into these. I haven't shown it here yet because we didn't know if we'd have time, but it is, oh, that one's full now. The very, very special Nilo. Some people are going, eh? It's from Nepal. Kyanite. Oh my gosh! This is, ladies and gentlemen, your Nilo Kyanite. It is unique, it is individual, it's from Nepal. It is astonishing quality. Never seen this on Jewellery Maker before. I haven't. Totally natural. Your price point. Kyanite to facet is almost impossible. The fact of the matter is the quality of this is so astonishing. I'm going to be whipping through these really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, I really am. But that's what I'm saying. Get them as quickly as you can. Now, this one is a really special one. I've got a few more of these ones. It's the one I showed you before. It's the Amarello Beryl. Beryl. It's the Amarello Beryl. It is spectacular. This one is Amarello. It's a word, a Portuguese word, meaning the colour yellow, which I think is quite obvious to see here exactly why it's called that. It's an 8 on the Mohs scale, which means it's really, really beautiful and easy to wear every single day. What you're getting with your Amarello Beryl is you're getting a very, very small mining area. The mine itself had depleted so massively that they may have to stop mining it within the next 2 years. Which is astonishing, isn't it? It's a true rarity. Never seen it before on Jewellery Maker. Your price point. That price point is not indicative of quality at all. Not even a little bit. That behind is the Vesuvianite, just to let you know. This one is the Amarello Beryl. £11.95. Well done, everyone. I've got to move in on, because I've got a few more to fit in. I've got another one to fit in. Don't you love this style sophistication? Isn't it fun to see all of these different pieces? You're gonna be blown away by this one. I think we might have saved one of my favourites till last. Imperial garnet. You ready to fall in love? Gold. Oh my gosh. Isn't that just dancing with sunlight and joy and gold? Your price point today on this, I'm getting it in straight away, because do you know what? If you want it, you should be able to own it. You really should. Well done, everybody, for getting your hands on this. Again, there are some left, but I am going to move on just because I've got more to fit into this section for you. I'm going to do for you now some more gemstones like this that you've not seen before. It's so much fun. I love doing stuff like this. Helena's fab because she lets me just do kind of random, weird and fun things like this. Now, those pieces all fit this ring mount. I'm going to do another size of gemstones now that will fit another ring mount, which is, sorry Pet, I can't, on this table, sorry my love. There's only 24 on there. Do you mean 25 over here, my love? There is a ring mount in number 25. Helen's just gone, Pete, have you been messing around with the boxes?
No.
Of course you haven't. I don't think you have. How are you, brother Pete?
I'm alright.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a ring mount, apparently, Babs.
It's probably that one.
It's probably that one. Pete. World's best floor manager, brother Pete. It's probably that one. No, it's not that one, Babs. On the table. Can Helena come out, please, and say exactly where she's put it? Come on, Helena. Helena's trying. It's like cattle in sheep. I was going to say there. Is it that one? No, that's the one I've just got. This is fun. Come on out, guys. Helena, come on. Can you show me where it is, please? Producer Helena. Hooray! Never before seen on screen. Woo! Thank you. Thanks, Helena. Thanks, Helena. You can tell we're a proper family, can't you? I've got for you here the ring mount to fit some astonishing gemstones. Take a little look. You've got to get your hands on the ring mount whilst you can. You ready for these ones? Because again, I'm going to do them super quick if you don't mind, just because I've got so much to fit in. Have you ever seen, I'm sure you'll have seen a Swiss blue topaz, won't you? I'm sure you will have. I'm going to bring a lot for you. Now these ones are even harder to precariously perch, so please do forgive me. Obviously this will sit in the setting, but it's just to show you an idea. Genuine Swiss blue topaz you can get for this. I'm also going to do some other special things. Okay, Let's get your price point in for this ring shank. It's going to fit, again, it's a size 7, so you're on an N to O here. It's got a beautiful shoulder work on it, really simple detail that opens up, and you have also got that light area at the bottom. This is a brand new ring mount to us. We've never had this here at Jewellery Maker before, ever before. Never had one with such high and pronounced beautiful shoulders, which really bring your eye from that Q-lay point all the way up to get that beautiful high shine on the table of these gemstones. Because we've never seen it before, Helena's going to do a new price. Should be £8.95. It's not today. This is brand spanking new to us. Coming in for a star sophistication today. Your price point, £6.95. Hey, why not? If we get the opportunity to do it, we're going to. And you have the opportunity to own the likes of, sorry, get my fingers in the way, things like this Swiss blue topaz. I mean, making a Swiss blue topaz ring, that is astonishing, isn't it?
It really is.
It's going to be phenomenal. Do you want to see another one that you're going to fall in love with? You ready for this? You ready for this? Yeah? Are we doing this one now? Shanghai, I've only seen one piece of Shanghai on Jewellery Maker before. Shanghai Peridot. This is the quality of Peridot we get from Shanghai is unlike any other, and I'm not just saying that. We are given approximately, because we have such great relationships with the mine owners, we are given, and Steve hand picks out so that we get the top 3% of all Shanghai Peridot that's available on the market, because our relationships are so astonishing with that mine owner. I've not got many of these, less than 15 chances to get your hands on this. Shanghai Peridot has got that clear quality, which, as I've already said to you today, is diminishing at excessive rates. What you're going to get here is you're going to get that eye-catching glow, that distinctive shimmer of brilliance, and you're going to get one of the most sought-after gemstones in the world at, what I'll be honest, is a mate's rates price. The only reason we've got that price point is because of our relationship. When we go out to this kind of mining area in beautiful China, you know, Steve will meet up with the mine owner daily. He will, this is the mining area there as it is, he will meet up with the mine owner daily. He is friends with them. He will stay and dine with them each night. So do treat yourself to it whilst you can, because that price point should not be repeated and probably wouldn't anywhere else. Really quickly, going to go through my other ones. Which one first, Babs? Going to do the Swiss blue one now. In my opinion, just the most exceptional blue that we've seen. We've seen Swiss blue topaz before, but this is an extreme quality. So beautiful, it made me sneeze. Oh, sorry for that. Oh, it's take your breath away kind of beautiful, isn't it? The glow in it is exceptional. The quality of this isn't our everyday quality, I'll be honest. It is gem collector quality, of which you do get with your ready to pop out authenticity certificate, and you get out all this stickerage as well. Your price point today to own this treasure, £9.95. I know it is above and beyond phenomenal. You get the chance to own it today. Get in quickly for anything you see, because that is a very, very special one there, and I have got multi-buyers. What about treating yourself and one of your best friends with that? Would be phenomenal, wouldn't it? Now this one is, I'm saying, for me, I don't think we've seen this again on Jewellery Maker, and like I say, producer Helena and I, you know, whenever we have our designer inspiration shows, we always, don't we, you know, 2 weeks in advance go, right, what's our theme, what are we doing, when are we going to do it, and what weird stuff can we get? And this, to be honest, was one of them. This is one of the most exceptional and exciting pieces I have honestly ever seen. This has never ever been seen on Jewellery Maker before. And if you've, oh my days, just imagine a myriad of glorious colour. Oh my gosh, I'm just so in love with this. Oh, please stay there. No, 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 come back. Obviously, please do forgive me. Obviously, I do not have my prong set tool here. I'm going to show you in the claw, if I may, just because obviously it's got to balance really precariously, and you need to see what you get with this. It is your Mystic Twilight topaz, and the quality is, oh, I've totally dropped it. I can't believe that. It's properly, I can't believe it.
There's a magnetic clasp.
I don't want that magnetic clasp, Ben. Ben, I want this amazing gemstone.
Got a metal space.
I don't want a metal spacer bead, Ben. I can't believe I've just done that. That has to be one of the worst things ever.
Gonna move this coffee.
Okay. It's gone. Listen, have we got a picture of it?
No.
No? Okay. Right, excuse me. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, wait up. No, we have found a picture. There's a picture.
I've got it.
Have you got it? Oh my gosh, Ben.
Got it.
You're amazing. You're one of my favourites.
There you go. We got it.
This is so fresh. Right, hang on. Yeah. Nice work, Benny boy. Eyes of a hawk. Nose of an eagle, as they say.
Yes.
Do you want to have a look at this?
Probably get that right.
Yeah, Ben, you've got stuff to do. You'll be happy. Look at it. Look at the colours that you can see. Can you see the golds at the top and how they go to those bright reds and then pinks at the bottom? As this moves colour, it will change colour before your eyes. You are getting this aurora borealis of fire and elegance. And can you believe that even when me and you just dropped it on the floor, 20 already went, Ben?
Really?
Yeah, and all we did was drop it on the floor. I say we, just because, you know, joint blame feels better. Yeah. So I haven't got many of these left. I have got less than 20 left now, with 20 already gone. Your price point today on this stunning, never seen before. That is amazing. It's Mystic Twilight Topaz, and it's 9. Look at the colour of it. Can you see those different tones as I move it? What can you see? Look as I move it, all of these different colours. Can you see how the pink moves around and how that orange and gold and red move around? It's amazing, isn't it? Wasn't it worth the wait? I just think it's amazing. 10 opportunities left at $9.95.
My fingerprint.
Don't talk about it. Are you joking?
There it is.
There's my fingerprint.
Yeah, that's mine.
Do you know what? It could be a lot worse it being dropped on this floor than just a fingerprint. $9.95 to everyone. Absolutely, hands down, amazingly well done to every single one of you. I've got some more star sensations coming up. I've got more astonishing gemstones. I've got naughty prices coming up as well. I just want to say to everyone, it's been extremely busy today, hasn't it, Helena? It's been extremely busy today, so thank you everyone for getting involved. That is another sellout, I'm afraid, so well done to everyone who did get their hands on those ones. Now, it's time for Designer Inspiration already, Gem. Can you believe it? It's flown, hasn't it?
That was double take moment then.
It was, wasn't it? How was this kit, please, lovely lady?
Oh, it's beautiful. So much tanzanite. So much tanzanite.
Loads.
Beautiful. And you've had 2 very, very long strands.
Yeah.
But you also, in the Matrix collection, had a slightly different type of tanzanite chips.
Yes.
Very narrow, very transparent, absolutely beautiful to work with. I also love the frosted, is it called frosted quartz?
Yeah,
The
you're
hearts and the
frosted.
ovals?
Yeah, it's stunning, isn't it?
So much fun to work with. Really beautiful.
The quality and amount of tanzanite you got is epic.
So much tanzanite. I've made
You've made huge amount of pieces.
And I've still got lots left.
Yeah.
It's brill.
It's gone so far, it really has. Now, as we know, tanzanite, of course, a very beautiful but sadly essentially dying gemstone. It's a gemstone where you know, it's weird, it's unusual, isn't it? You know, what we're like as a company is when we get something in, we order it, we don't save it, we don't go, oh, let's smuggle this away, let's hide this away until tanzanite or whatever is wiped out. We get it in and we bring it to you straight away. So you might feel like you've seen loads of tanzanite of late. And I'll be honest, you have. You have seen quite a bit of it. You've been seeing tanzanite every day. So how are you meant to believe us that this is running out? Well, do your research. Have a little look online. Do your research. Have a little look around. Watch the films that we show you when we show them to you. And realistically, just take our word. It's purely the fact that as a company, we don't store this away. And because essentially we're getting so many new things in all the time that we try and clear out space as much as we can. Once this is gone, and you'll look back on these days that you've had, you know, tanzanite on 2 or 3 times a day, and you'll think, wow, I remember those times. But I tell you what, when you're getting this amount of carat weight, and just to let you know, it's not just 1 double strand, ladies and gents, it's 2. You really have got yourself a massive kind of stash amount here. I have got those frosted gems for you too, which I think just work so elegantly well with these. Really beautiful to have a frosted gem. You don't just have the hearts either, you've also got those ovals. That bit there's really annoying me. There we go. You also get the ovals in there as well with those lovely frosted pieces. And as if there wasn't enough gemstones, you do get a very small little stasher in here as well. Excuse me. You do get your small little stasher in there as well. And they are coming with all of those beautiful findings. They are phenomenal, aren't they? Really beautiful. You're getting loads and loads of very, very special findings in there as well. Really special. I'm just having a look up here. 2 pairs, yeah, 2 pairs of your chandeliers. Yeah, I was double checking that. You are getting 2 pairs of those chandeliers as well, so do treat yourself. Thanks, Ben, for helping me with that topaz. Bye. I've got also for you here loads of head pins. These are your flat-based head pins that I've got here for you. Let me show you those. Loads of those ones. You've got around about 100, is it, approximately, in there, or 50 in there. 100 it is. Your copper-plated disc head pins, 3mm disc on those ones. Really beautiful sparkle and twinkle. And you also have some wire as well. Lovely to have a base colour of wire in that blue that goes perfectly with the high-quality tanzanite. But also you have your finer weaving wire, 15 metres of that 0.25. All of this you're getting. I can't even hold all of it up because there is so much here, but just to show you, you know, you're getting all of these goodies and all those gemstones. Now, it's no easy way of saying this without sounding like a broken record, but I'm going to have to do it anyway. Tanzanite price has gone up dramatically. We here at Jewellery Maker are not buying tanzanite anymore. Yeah, you're seeing it a couple of times a day, nearly every day, but that's purely because when we get it in, we haven't got enough space in our warehouse to store it. And so whenever we get anything in, we'll try and get it out to you as quickly as we can. The fact of the matter is, although you're seeing loads of it, the order of tanzanite we put in was a good 9 months ago. In that time, the price point from 9 months ago has gone up in the trade by around about 1,000% now at trade prices. It's as simple as that. We, as a company, currently are not buying it. If we were to bring you strands now, like this, well, I'm trying to think, you know, say we were going to bring you one of these tanzanite strands for £20, what's 1,000% on top of that? You know, those are the types of prices we're talking about now. The price point I'm about to show you can't be repeated, and I need to be completely straight about this, and I need to be totally kind of straight to you about this. We are the last channel in our entire company to not mess with the margins on tanzanite. Now, what am I meaning by that? Okay, so our sister channels have been very open about it. We've even done a documentary about it on Gems TV, about how the margin, i.e. the money on top of what it cost us, has gone up. So the margin essentially is what we purchase it for. The added money we put on top, which you know as a company is so tiny, so minute, but we obviously have to do it or else we won't make profit and we won't be here as a company. So we put that small margin on it. This is the first gemstone ever that we have raised the margin on for every other channel. Jewellery Maker has not done it yet. The day is coming. Again, I don't want to frighten anyone. I don't want anyone to be worried. I think anyway, it's better to be totally honest about it and say, in 3 months' time, when the margins do go up, yes, you will be seeing a strand of tanzanite like this that will be closer to £40 than it is to 20. It's as simple as that. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing you two double strands of tanzanite. I'm bringing you a little pocket of tanzanite. Okay, listen. Honestly, I'm putting all of this down now. I'm putting every single one of these things down, apart from the tanzanite, and I'm going to be honest and straight and say, and we've been given the nudge, if you, in the future, in 6 months' time, were able to get just one strand of tanzanite for that price, it would be the lowest price tanzanite we would have. Your price point today for 2 double strands of tanzanite is £26.95, and you get everything else for free, everything else for nothing. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and it's truth, it's hand on heart, you know, I have to be straight about it. Our other channels have been completely and absolutely honest about it and said, yeah, our margins have gone up on our tanzanite. It has to, because we're not buying it anymore, and we'd be ridiculous not to do so. And actually, everyone else in the world essentially has changed their margins on tanzanite, and well, they should. And if we didn't, actually, we'd probably look like, you know, well, why are they doing it for that price? There must be something wrong with it. We have to change our price on tanzanite, and I'm being straight about it, I'm being honest about it, and it is coming, and it is coming soon. I'm not allowed to say exactly when, but what I can say is genuinely, hand on heart, you won't be getting tanzanite for a strand at that price in the future months, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You purely won't be, unless it's like a tiny carat weight or really small nuggets or something like that. You will not be getting a strand of tanzanite alone for that price. Honestly, I think it's just astonishing. I really, really do. Have you been getting any of the tanzanite cabs? Imagine the tanzanite cabs with that. Whoa, well done everyone who's got that kit. Extremely popular kit. I'm bringing 2 libations with me. 2? It's the weekend. Oh, I've left me. I'm going to have to bring me a chocolate bar in a bit. I get sugar drops at this time of the day, Gem.
I don't know how you feel.
How are you today, love?
I'm super duper, thank you.
Please, genuinely, what do you think of the price of this kit?
Crazy, genuinely.
It's astonishing. Really, not, oh wow, amazing shopping TV. It's
No.
genuinely hands on heart astonishing, isn't it?
Genuinely hands on heart, not going to knock my mic by actually doing it, but
Yeah.
crazy mad prices.
Yeah.
When you say double strand, right, to me a strand is 30 centimetres.
Yeah, yeah.
These are
87-ish,
86,
yeah, yeah,
something,
yeah.
I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
So that's not a double strand to me, that's almost a triple strand as far as I'm concerned. I've always bought them 30 centimetres, that's what I
your
work
base,
with.
yeah.
So you've got 2 more than double strands of tanzanite,
Yeah.
and the colour in them is not grey, it's proper, you can tell what it is.
Proper tanzanite blue, isn't it?
Definitely.
Really is.
And the little added extra in the Matrix kit that you get with the narrower, I don't quite know, I don't know whether you'd call them nuggets or whether you'd call
Shards,
them...
I'd call them, personally.
I like to think of them as little windows.
Oh, yes, I like that. That's
they're
nice.
So slender that you can really see the light coming through,
Yeah,
and you
absolutely.
get those moments of pinky purples as well as the blues.
Yeah.
You know immediately what it is.
You do. You know instantly exactly what it is.
Now I did use those on one piece of jewellery, which I think is the heart detailed bracelet, possibly.
This bracelet here, is it? No, sorry, I'm
Next
this one
to that
here.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's enough in there, and still had a couple of pieces left over to make an entire bracelet.
That's fab, isn't it?
And because when you see it in the
It looks
little
like a
matrix
very
box,
little amount, but actually goes far.
you would think perhaps, oh, maybe I'll get a pair of earrings out of that, but there's plenty enough in there to be making something quite substantial with, and it is beautiful. Really nice tanzanite.
And I think Gem has summed it up on this piece, really. You've got True, it's in one of the top 10 rarest gemstones in the world, and she has written rare upon there, which I just think is beautiful. Well done everyone who's got their hands on this. Honestly, I'm genuinely not allowed to give you a time frame of when the prices of tanzanite will change, but it is coming. So, you know, I've given you a heads up, so, you know, we're expecting it to happen relatively soon. So honestly, I would say treat yourself to things whilst you can. And these, by the way, are cutesy little cufflinks, which I just think are adorable.
I love
So
these
cutesy.
findings that come in the little black chiffon bag.
Yes, yes, yes.
They're like little berries.
They're fab, aren't they?
I love them.
They're really pretty, really
and they're not
pretty.
just for women. There's a little bit of sparkle, but it's not too...
It's not OTT, is it?
And you could use the same design for earrings or
Cool.
something. I've got
So,
to say,
go
in
on, go
terms
ahead, Jem.
of being mercenary,
Yeah.
for the price that you're paying for this kit, £26.95?
£26.95.
For one piece of jewellery, this went quite gem heavy, which is a triple layer with a dangle. I would be charging more for just that one item.
Oh, easily. Oh, easy peasily.
And it goes on and on and on.
Yeah. I just think it's astonishing, isn't it? Okay, now those are going to sell out sooner rather than later, so please, please check out those baskets whilst you can. We're going to be learning how to create, essentially, something that really got you into jewellery with the charm bracelets.
Definitely, yes. It's something that a complete novice and beginner to jewellery making can get
involved with.
And it's totally saleable and would make a beautiful gift as well. I know I'm not supposed to mention the C word technically, but that festive season is coming up, and something like that as a gift with the low cost involved is a real winner.
It's a fab one, isn't it?
So if I show you the design that we're going to work on first and foremost.
And if you want the pieces on this, we have got, I'm being told by my producer Ben, who's taken over because Helena's just walking around in here, then I have 17 left and approximately 20 in baskets, so do check those out.
Okay, well, we've got a lot of different dangles coming off this double piece of chain, and what I've done is used the chain that came in the Matrix kit because it's just the right length.
And you get plenty of it, really, don't you?
Oh, you do, and you're getting another findings pack as well, so you know it's a no-brainer. Go for it. I did in mine.
Did you? I'll check on that for you.
That's where the little blueberries came from, raspberries, strawberries.
Okay, fab. I'll check on it for you.
Thank you very much. I've used them anyway.
That's fine.
Okay, so the first thing that I did was to find the halfway point on my chain, and to do this I used a head pin.
Okay.
Which I got in my kit as well.
Lovely. Yeah, you got the flat head pins, you got 100 of those.
Yes, very useful things they are as well. So I popped the head pin through both ends of the chain, found the midpoint, and first thing I'm going to do is add a clasp to this end.
Fab.
This is real beginner's stuff for people who want to get into it. I'm just going to take one of the lobster claw clasps, pop an opened jump ring through it. I found the midpoint, and that's where I'm going to attach my closure. And then I'm probably going to drop a head pin on the floor as well, because that sounds like a fun thing to do.
Yeah, why not? I've been dropping Imperial topaz or whatever.
No, you don't have to use a double piece of chain. You could quite easily make 2 bracelets out of this by cutting it in half. I just happen to like it.
Yeah, I like that look.
And we've got lots of different choices. You could make the same charm over and over again, or you could do what I've done and just randomly added some that I really liked. And I think the first one that we'll do is just a classic wrapped loop. Now we're going to take one of the disc head pins and just move these out of the way. And very, very simply pop it through one of the heart frosted gemstones. So I hold that like that. You can see that's gone on quite easily. I'm then going to use a pair of pliers to create a turn, and that's probably about 5 or 6 millimeters above the top of the gemstone. I'm going to use my round nose pliers to create a loop. Very, very simply. It's nice wire that's been used to generate these head pins. And that's going to become our first charm. So I'm going to take the chain. I'm just going to get the 2 pieces together. Like I say, you could easily do this with 1. I chose to do it with 2 because I like layering chain. So I'm going to pop the end of my head pin through both links. And once I've got that on there, I'll just show you what it looks like before I close the loop. You can see there. I'm then going to wrap the loop around by pinching with my pliers at the top and then wrapping the tail around. Now I start this off with my fingers and get a nice little bit of a loop going, and then what I like to do is swap over so that I'm using 2 pairs of pliers, and I grip the loop that I've created in 1 pair of pliers. And I then support the gemstone as I wind that round, finishing off with my pliers. So it goes round and round until you've generated a nice neck for your gemstone. And when you've got that snug up against the gemstone, you can just snip that off. This is where it will ping your lovely presenter Becky in the eye.
Ow! No, I'm fine. Joking, jokes. I'm fine.
So again, I'm going to take my pliers and just curve that loop around to make sure that there's nothing sticking up. Bits that stick up catch on items of clothing, and your customers will remember that if you are selling, or Great Auntie Gladys if you're gifting.
Okay.
So that is the first of our little charms.
Beautiful. Now, sorry, I do have to interrupt you, Jen, purely because That's sold out, essentially. The frozen work, we've got, sorry Tans, we've got none left. So I'm going to have to bring you another colourway. And I just thought I'd pop on. This is one of our competition pieces. I do have another competition question in minutes for you. I'm going to do it just when we've got this on air. But this is one of the prize pieces you get to win, made by the lovely Mark Smith. And I've got a strand that is just perfect for it.
Yep, very much.
It is just perfect for it, isn't it? Don't forget, I've got 3 prizes, 2 from Mark, 1 from the gorgeous Gem, and I can see her pieces coming together beautifully. You have got here a glorious garnet collection, and with the designs you've got, you'd be able to make these designs in a totally different colourway, wouldn't you, Gem?
Absolutely. I'd in fact be tempted to just mix them all in together.
Oh, that'd be lovely, actually. Opposite ends of the colour wheel just look beautiful.
Definitely, they would.
What I've got here for you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just having a little look here. Have I got 2 strands, Sweet Pea, or 3 in here? I have got 3 here, but there's actually only 2 on my graphics. So I'll tell you what's upon there. It is definitely 3 though. I'm missing out on this micro-faceted strand, but this is in there. So when you're reading the information online, you do have this, what I'm going to suggest, well, it's micro-faceted garnet that we have here. Really beautiful, deep, rich red in there, and this does come in the collection. You've also got in here your Orissa garnet, which is something we rarely have. Orissa garnet giving you, it's from a very unique and individual location, and it's giving you what to me anyway is amber colours. It's giving you amber colours, but it's got more strength because it is a genuine garnet. So it's like an amber look, but for everyday wear. And then you have this deep, rich, beautiful, almost Rajasthanian colour garnet, which is the one very reminiscent of the one I have upon my wrist now. You have got here the equivalent in length of 5 strands worth of your gemstones. One of them is micro-faceted, so we're thinking it's going to be up there in price. One of them, this deep red, almost Rajasthani garnet, is extremely high in carat weight and big pieces, so again, we're thinking the price is going to be up there. Orissa garnet, okay, a garnet that, how many times have you seen this type of garnet? Twice? 3 times max, surely. A garnet that we very rarely see that gives you the look of amber, but even more strength, so the price is going to be up there. I had to double check with my producer that this was the price when she showed me. Should be. You're not going to believe this. You're just not. This price point for the Orissa alone, yes, but not for all 3. You would never expect this ever. I did you a micro-faceted strand of garnet about 3 or 4 weeks ago for £14.95, and we had dropped the price from over £20 for a micro-faceted garnet just like this. It wasn't the same, obviously, but just like this in the look. To get that alone for £9.95 is a knock your socks off price point, because the one I brought you was going to be over £20. We reduced it on screen to £14.95. To get your hands on a Orissa garnet anywhere near that price, I personally haven't seen it before, ever. Even for a nugget strand here at Jewellery Maker, I've never seen an Orissa garnet alone at that price point, ever. And this is what the Hidden Treasure Show is all about. It's about bringing you unique and individual things. And this beautiful, deep, rich red garnet as well, such a hefty carat weight with such big pieces, you would expect that price point for a double strand alone. But we've given all what is the equivalent of approximately 5 strands to you for £9.95. Honestly, I don't know how producer Helen has managed to do it, but she absolutely has. And whilst we're here and whilst you're flying in on the phone, I'm going to give you the 3rd question for our competition, and you do get to win this bracelet amongst other things. So this is your 3rd question. What is mined here? So can you see where the little arrow is? There's a little X, the 2 little crossing pickaxes for the mining, and you've got the little line there that's kind of an arrow to it. What is mined here? I'll give you a clue. I've brought it to you very recently. It's been in the show today. Quite recently. Really quite recently. Hope that helps. So that is your 3rd question. Make a note of it. Don't text in yet, because I have got one more question for you. £9.95. It's extremely popular. How many left, producer Helena? about 30 approximately left. So well done to everyone who's getting that. Outstanding, genuinely outstanding, isn't it?
Most definitely.
It really is.
To have a gemstone from Orissa, which is just the most beautiful location for gemstones, is outstanding. But the microfaceting, I mean, I can barely pick those up.
I know, it's just astonishing, it really is. Treat yourself to them whilst you can, ladies and gentlemen, because it is going out the door. Okay, so we are going to learn how we can attach gemstones like this to a charm bracelet, aren't we?
Indeed, and we're working with the nuggets, so anything from the garnet bundle would work, really, including the microfacets, finer details. What we're going to do now is use one of the toggle findings,
Toggle class, yeah.
which comes in the findings kit.
Yep.
And I like it, it's a bit like a little flower. And this is a very, very simple technique. In the same findings pack, you get head pins which have got really beautiful. Can you see the light reflecting off that silver work? That's gorgeous. But you also get the 100 pack. I think that's sold, so we're going to just go with the ones that are in the finding pack. We're going to pop on one of the tanzanite nuggets, and then we're going to add one of the little blueberries from the findings pack, and then we're going to add on another one. With making charms, it's all about coming to whatever you fancy, really about expressing yourself, which I think was a big part of the design. So that's quite a simple one. And another way to go is to, I think we need to find the chunkiest one that I've got in front of me, pop that on to a head pin. Very, very simple technique, but looks quite effective. I'm going to lay it over the top and show you that way.
I see.
So I've got the loop up here at the top, and that's the direction I'm going in. All I'm going to do is slide the head pin through the loop at the top, and then bend nice soft metal to work with, excuse my fingers. So what I've done is I've passed that through the loop at the top, laid it over. Let me show that against the white background, perhaps that would look better. And then I'm just going to grip it with my fingers and wind it round. It really is that simple.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
It's so quick.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Any gemstone that will fit in the cavity. I'm going to use my pliers there to round the end of that head pin, which has gone astray, obviously, because
we're on TV and it'd be rude not to.
Absolutely. And then I'm just going to very gently snuggle that down a bit so it sits flat. In both the findings pack and the matrix packs, you often get these jump rings. They're beautifully saw cut, and it's just a case of opening one up, taking your newly made charm, sliding it through, and adding it onto the chain.
How easy is that?
Seriously, very, very easy. But what you do is you mix things up. Let's attach that to the chain. We've slid that jump ring through one of the loops of the chain, and we're now going to close up. And these jump rings are a real pleasure to work with. Some of the places that you can source your jump rings from will send you not really jump rings, they're just sort of bits of round bits of wire. Yeah. But that's beautiful. It goes back together. And there you go, you've attached your second charm.
How easy is that?
So simple.
If you want to make a charm bracelet like this, but maybe you're a bit of a connoisseur and you'd prefer perhaps tanzanite to be paired with something very special.
That's lovely.
925 gold findings pack available for you now. And imagine doing a charm bracelet just like this on this chain. It's your Rolo chain, and the way it catches the light is so, so desirable. You've got plenty here for a bracelet and a pair of earrings possibly, or a ring on top of that as well. You've got this gorgeous twisted toggle clasp along with it, which is just phenomenal. I'll show that to you right now. Because it just looks so superb. I love this toggle clasp.
That is outstanding, and it's silver under a layer of the gold.
It's genuine 925 sterling silver, and it's gold plated, not flash.
Okay, so that's quite a few microns deeper, isn't it?
It is quite a few deeper, and that means essentially you're getting more of the inherent value there of gold. It's not gold colour, it's real deal gold, and you're getting beautiful amount of very, very high quality gold. Now gold, another thing that's going up in the market, gold fluctuates, as does silver, but gold is going up in the market at the moment because a lot of mines are actually going bankrupt before they even open. And also at the moment in certain areas of the world, try and sort of get this into your mind and kind of visualize it. We're going through a ton's worth of rough. So imagine that, a ton of rough to get 1.1 grams worth of gold. It's astonishing, isn't it?
Wow.
I know.
I had no idea it was that.
Yeah. At this moment in time, that is the ratio that it is essentially.
Gosh.
Which is phenomenal, essentially. And in certain mines as well, they're actually only going through around about, well, some places aren't even doing a ton a day because they are quite small little mining areas. So if you think about the work and the energy and the money going into getting gold at the moment, it's unsurprising that it is on the steady incline in price. We bought this at a great time in the market, I've got to be honest, and that's why your price is a bit of a shocker. Should be. You're ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? You're getting everything you see on screen. It's genuine silver, covered in gold. Should have been essentially £16. Ready for it? £12.95 for you. I just think, honestly, it's astonishing. And you're getting big gram weight in this, ladies and gents. I mean, look at the size of that lobster quartz. This is a big gram weight. This is a larger gram weight than the average engagement ring in total. So if you think of the average of a, even just a silver band engagement ring, at around this gram weight, well, less of this than gram weight, you're looking, what, 60, 70 pounds? This, for individual components, for detail like this twist, for the workmanship that goes into creating things like, even things like your head pins, it's a lot of workmanship to make it sturdy, to make it durable. I've had people comment on our precious metal head pins before and saying, actually, loads of people have bought precious metal before and the balls ended falling off when they've worked with it. Doesn't happen with ours though. It's astonishing quality, it really is, and at that price point, I think it's phenomenal, and that's why I have got multi-buyers on this. So well done to everybody. It's going to go fantastic with that tanzanite, isn't it? And it's going to go great with some more of those honestly hidden treasures I've got coming up for you very shortly.
I would definitely get at least 2 of those, because I would use the hoop shape of the toggle as a charm carrier, and the flat bar of the toggle to make cufflinks. And then you've got a gents and a ladies set if you have somebody special in your life. You might be getting married.
Love that.
What a gift to give them.
What a special gift. And I tell you what, to try and find gold-plated 925 cufflinks, even just find them, it's hard, but a decent enough price is almost impossible. So well done everyone who's getting their hands on that. Okie pokely. I can't believe we've seen all of those techniques already. It's sensational, isn't it? Have you got your kind of final thought on this one, please, Gem? Have you got any hidden tips or anything for your charm bracelets?
Just really go for it. I mean, you do sometimes bring us the little lobster clasps in a pack of their own, which is fantastic, because then you have the option to build a whole load of charms, attach them individually to the lobsters if you can get them, and then you can mix and match to your customers' desire and demand.
Now with your charm bracelets, I presume you have brought kind of charms before from us. If you're working with a precious metal charm bracelet, what kind of category do you think you're getting into there?
Oh my gosh, if you're working with solid precious metal, you definitely do move up a line, and I would choose gemstones to reflect that if you're mixing it with
the precious metal. You said earlier on that you kind of got into jewellery making when it was the fashion craze of having that well-known charm bracelet. Yes. What kind of prices have you seen for their just metal charms? What prices have you?
Bare minimum for a plain metal charm, I believe, is around the £30 mark. Don't quote me. I don't go into the shop. It's very beautiful, but I don't, because I come here instead.
And why not? I've got for you 3 charms that are 925.
Oh, those are adorable.
And all 3 will be less than £30.
That's fantastic.
And it is genuine, real deal 925. It's a little nesting bird, and I just think it is adorable. It's a double-sided bird, so it means that we've got detail on the front and on the back. And if I can borrow some flat nose pliers.
Let me get that for you while you do that.
Only me. Only me. Oh my days. And I picked up the wrong ones. How I still work here, Gem, is an absolute astonishment, I'll be honest. I've no idea. Let me show you these. These cute little birds. Let's just pretend that's not happening. Look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? Cutesy little 925 bird. He's not tiny though. If I show you compared to my finger, he's not tiny at all. He's a beautiful size. And like I say, he is 3D. So look, you look down and you see his little beautiful beak detail. He is 3D and he has got the same design on the back. Like I say, you don't just get one, you do get 3 of these in total. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Think about the connotations with the nesting bird. You think of, when you think of nesting, you think of, you know, mothering, you think of caring. Birds, you might think of a new direction. You might think of kind of, you know, new journeys, which of course at this time of year with people going off to uni and everything else is a great connotations. Birds have lots of different connotations, and for me, I think the price point on this is a shocker. As we've said, a well-known charm bracelet, you know, just to get plain metal, you can be looking just for a single charm, £30, £40 upwards. Today, I'm doing 3 of these for you.
That's fabulous.
Genuine 925. Do you want to feel the weight?
Please.
If I give you 2 of them.
Oh gosh.
The weight on that.
Yeah, that's not hollow in any way.
Nope.
And when they're on the hand, they're really noticeable.
Yeah.
They're not disappearing as, you know, some things that you work with could do.
No.
They're beautiful and they really are heavy. What's the overall
They're
gram
5
weight?
grams, that's why. And look at what we've done to the price. We've just knocked the price down. It's £6.95. 5 grams worth of precious metal, ladies and gentlemen. These aren't hollow, these are silver all the way through. And it is 5 grams worth in total.
I think of weddings when I see them. I'm going to keep.
Look, you can see her.
I think of weddings, and I think it.
Lovebirds.
You know, you have a dove as well.
Yeah, doves and lovebirds. I think that's a gorgeous idea. I can't get over that price point. I really can't. I mean, I'd be getting myself a couple of these. Look at that.
You could have a whole charm
Lovebirds.
bracelet made up with lovebirds.
Yeah, you could. And how stunning would that be? Favours, wedding favours. Wedding favours.
Yes, absolutely.
Little glass charms for people that they can take away with them. And because they've got the loops at the top and the bottom, you can actually dangle gemstones from this so that everyone's a bit different. A little gift that everyone takes away with them. Because at the end of the day, they're working out about £3. No, not even £3. How much are they working out each? £2.30-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, give or take.
About. So it's astonishing, it really is. Well done everyone who's coming through and getting those. I just think they are beautiful. I really, really do. Go on.
How many packs? You'd need to get 4 packs.
Right.
And that would still be under £30 for 4 packs. And then you've got enough to add a birth gemstone for every month.
Oh, I love that idea.
And then you just wear a different charm depending on what
month it is.
How you
I
feel.
love that idea. I just think it's gorgeous, great idea.
They are really substantial.
Yeah, they really are. They're weighty and they're beautiful. £6.95. Well done to everybody. Thank you very much, Gem, for showing us how to do those pieces.
Well, I'm sorry it sold out before we finished.
Well, I know, right? It's typical, isn't it? We've got more treats to show you over here. What are we doing? Sorry, Hannah. Now? Yeah, absolute. Yeah. We're going to head over to a really, really short break now. And then after the break, I've got more treats. And don't forget, the last competition question. More of Gem's beautiful makes, ladies and gents, because we've got to have a little look at her challenge. And I've got some more hidden treasures and gems you probably don't see every day. I've got more treats galore, I really do. Thank you for joining us. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in about 3 minutes.
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker is moving, so stay tuned to find out when we're launching in our new studio.
Join guest designer Alison Tarry on her Wire Brooches DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all as Alison guides you through a step-by-step guide to create these fantastic designs. The easy-to-follow steps shown on the DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker Fashion Week is coming soon. Make sure you tune in on Monday the 7th of September till Friday the 11th for a jam-packed week full of inspiration. We'll be joined by our talented guests who will be bringing you ideas for the latest trends, what's in and what's out for the season. Over the course of the week, our designers will be showing you how to create a show-stopping multi-medium necklace featuring chainmail, soutache, leather and wire. Watch every day between 9 AM and 1 PM to watch how sections of the necklace are made. Then tune in to designer inspiration shows every day between 1 PM and 5 PM to see an array of different mediums being demonstrated, including kumihimo, art emboss and macrame. The Jewellery Maker Fashion Week starts Monday the 7th of September.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we like to provide you with the best possible service. Our friendly and helpful call centre team are on hand 24 hours a day to assist you with your shopping or any other queries you may have. We also have a dedicated Facebook help team who are on hand 7 days a week between the hours of 7:30 AM and 10:30 PM. Jewellery Maker, making your experience the best it can be.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
What do you look for in a pearl? That's really rude. Hi, I'm Becky. Seriously, what do you look for in a pearl? I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a pearl snob. There, I've said it. I am though, because I know what a good pearl should look like. And I've got it here. What you're about to see and what I'm about to show you is a picture, and the picture runs from this side to this side. On this side, you're going to see these are over 3 different, not yet, we're over 3 different types of pearls, 3 different types, and on this side you're going to see the lower end scale in price point when it comes to shape. On this side, out of the 3 different strands, you're going to find the most expensive shape. So over here is the lowest, most common, happens all the time in 3 different types, and up here is the most expensive. See if you can see anything that these 3 have in common. So you've got different types there. You can see the 3 different types. You've got a Tahitian, you've got, you know, your fresh water there. I think the other ones are Nahi, I can't remember now. Well, what does it have in common? Well, lowest price is a circle, and a baroque, so that's not in common. Even in the middle range, you've got an off round, a drop and another drop, so that's not in common. The only thing all 3 of these different types of gems have in common is that the most expensive, the rarest and the most luxurious shape to look for is the round. Guess what I've got here? It is absolutely a perfect round, and it's white. But you know, I was talking before about white pearls and saying how when you see white pearls people instantly think that they're natural because that's what you expect. They're not. They're irradiated, they're heated, they're polished, they're bleached. These ones aren't though. These are actually natural, real deal. And then look at the quality of the surface on this. Look at the quality of that surface. Ask yourself this, are there loads of dips, loads and loads of like swirls around these, loads of circles? Does it look like candy floss? Are there loads of black bits over them, loads of spots, loads of hidden like depths and like craters? It's not, is there? And that is because of the luster quality on this. Another thing we look for on the buyer's guide. And then the final thing we look for on the buyer's guide is size. As soon as you're at an 8.5 mil, your price point has gone up for every 0.5 millimetre by 10% in the trade minimum. For every 0.5 millimetre past an 8 mil. These are a 10 mil. Right, wait, hold your horse on this. These are a 10 mil tick, luxury sized, perfect round tick, because it's the most expensive and rare shape in general over those three that we've seen. You're getting it's natural in colour tick. You've only got around about 5-ish% of the market there. And the luster quality on this, to my eye, I'm looking easily AAA tick. I have got not even the triple threat here. This is the quadruple whammy. It's by far the best quality of pearl we've ever had here at Jewellery Maker, and by far the most beautiful collection today at this amazing price point. You simply wouldn't be able to go into a well-known jeweller's store on the high street and buy a perfect round pair of real earrings of pearls at that price, at this size. You just wouldn't. It's a fact. I've seen them at much higher prices in around about a 9 mil round. So this is a mil more, and don't forget that's about a 20% increase approximately on top of the ones I've just talked about in the shop window. And that pair of earrings that I saw in the shop window, £75 on the nose for a pair, so just one of each, stud earrings, well-known store, and they were 9 mil rounds. I have got here for you something that is exceptional, something that is outrageous. And you know why it's outrageous? It's outrageous because it's amazing we here at Jewellery Maker are able to get this quality. It's amazing because the fact of the matter is you've not just got a triple threat here, you've got the quadruple, you've got all four, you've got the big one, you have got a tick in every single one of those boxes. You know when you go and get things valued, of course, when we have things valued, the jewellers that are valuing it will have a little checklist. They might have it there in front of them, they might already have it in their mind, but they will have a checklist. Those 4 things I've just told you are the 4 main things when someone is valuing pearls. They're the 4 biggest things to look for when you're valuing pearls. So the fact that you've got that at that price is astonishing. Saw a 9 millimetre necklace, 16 inches, for £399. Yeah, Tanya, totally. It's astonishing, isn't it? And they're 9 mil. Yes, they're rounds, fair enough, but so are these. I wonder if they were natural either, Tanya. £399. Thank you, Tanya, love, for messaging that in. Okay, you've got to check out those baskets, because how many in baskets now, Sweet Pea? I'm just checking. 10 in baskets, I'm being told. 10 in baskets, 20 left. I do have to move on because I've got more to fit in, but you know, I just want to say to you, the quality of this is unlike any other. It really, really is. And actually, just whilst I'm here briefly, you did mention it's your birthstone, and it's something you weren't that fussed about, but now you're falling in love with. What do you think of this strand, please?
Unbelievable. They're Wilma Flintstone size.
Yeah.
But there's nothing rough and rocky about them. They're beautiful. The glow on them, you can see the window effect on the screen quite easily from the video there. Absolutely incredible.
It is astonishing, honestly. Well done, everyone. You've got what I believe to be the best ever strand of white pearls at Jewellery Maker, so congratulations. Natural, round, luxury size, and a luster point that to my eye looks like a quad A. What? At that price? I think that's amazing. Well done, everybody. It's just wonderful. That'd go really nicely with that colour change garnet I had on before as well, actually. And it'd go nicely with that soda light I've got coming up. At a shocker of a price. What did you say, lovely? More pearls? Why not? Oh, because they would go fantastically, you know. Fantastic. Blimey, these look round as well. There are 6. Oh, there are 627. So these are round as well. Maybe you couldn't stretch to the price of those white pearls. Oh, you sit. Look at that. The colour on these is Tahitian-esque, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's not your usual peacock. You know, with a general peacock, you'll see a lot of the kind of light bluey pink tones, don't you think this is more deeper? Don't you think this is richer? Hasn't this got what I think the closest colour we've seen really here at Jewellery Maker to Tahitian? Oh my gosh, it's not Tahitian, obviously. If it was, well, it'd be much higher in price point than this is going to be. Maybe you couldn't stretch to the perfect round whites. These ones obviously are dyed, they're not a natural, so the price will be brought down. And they are a smaller size. They're not a luxury size, they're a smaller size. They're a 6 by 7. I can literally read it there, but I just can't say it. They're a 6 by 7, so they are smaller, but they are still a perfect round. If you couldn't stretch to the £40 strand, then maybe get yourself more of, you know, the £20 range. What I've got here for you is a beautiful, beautiful peacock colour, and it is Tahitian in its effect. And actually, you know, when I show it you against things such as the amethyst, you really get a sense of that richness. Very, very rarely will you ever see a pearl with so much deepness of the amethyst. I've just been told I've got 20 of these left now because I've just had someone to come in and buy 3. Your price point today, everyone. Well, you never told me that that was a should-be price. That's why I'm saying around the £20 mark, which, you know, when I'm like, I won't go over the top about things, it is around the £20 mark. £17.95. Helena did not tell me that that's the should-be price. I have no idea where this is going. That person who's bought 3 is going to be chuffed, aren't they? Everyone pays the same price. £12.95. Well, why not? They're perfect round. They are beautiful, beautiful peacock colour. Tahitian-like in their look. If these actually were Tahitian pearls at Jewellery Maker prices, you would, of course, be looking closer to the £50, £60 mark, but they're not, so we get a look similar to that, but a way, way, way more affordable price tag. Well done, people. I'm in my teens on this now. I've been told that my phone lines have lit up. I can't see my phone lines, but I've been told by my producer my phone lines have absolutely lit up. People are coming in from all over the world. I've got gorgeous Cheshire in with me. Hello. I came down from Cheshire this morning. Oh, do you know what? I love coming down on a Friday. I get a right light in. Because for the morning show, I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I know, to come down from Cheshire. Here, I get a right light in. 7 o'clock. Oh, it's a dream. Hello, Cheshire. I've got New Jersey coming in, but please check out your baskets. Maine's in with us as well as Lincolnshire and Aberdeenshire and Essex. It's lovely to see every one of you. That is a shocker of a price point. It truly, truly is. Get them whilst you can. Last chance saloon. I've got about 7-ish left of these now. I'm being told once everybody checks out, I will have considerably less. £12.95. Well done, people. It's lovely to see you all. And the last product of the afternoon, coming up in about an hour, will go fantastically with those. Sorry, I did hear fasted rounds, but I heard nothing else. Gem.
Yes, hon.
I like to play a couple of games. I don't know, it's just the way I am. I'm famous for names like guess the souffle name. What a giggle we have with that. The alliteration game's another one. But I'm about to give you a different game. It's another popular one. It's called the 3-word game, Gem.
Okay.
What I do is I'll give you a big build-up, but I'll explain it first. I'm going to give you a gemstone. You have to describe it in 3 words. It's as easy as that, but you've got to wait for the build-up. So when I go, you got to go. Okay? The only rule is you can't repeat a word. And also, I don't like when the first word is Okay, Gem? Garnet. 3 words. Gem. Go.
Rich, sumptuous, exotic.
That has to be the best 3 words literally ever of all time. You're going to be playing this more, Gem. I'll tell you that for nothing. Why did you choose those 3 words, please?
The garnet that you have there is rich and sumptuous, and exotic just fell out of my mind and straight into my mouth, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I love that.
But it is, it's stunning. The sparkle on it, the colour is incredible. I can't wait to see it through the light.
I know, I'm just about to show you that. Because the light in here is so intense in one direction, you can't really get the colour of this. So let me just hold it up more like this and you'll be able to see that intensity. It is so beautiful. It's so deep. It's so rich. Oh, light. It's so rich. I wonder if I could do it up. No, that looks weird, doesn't it? It's so deep. It's so intense. It's so rich. It's beautiful. Now, when you get garnet, usually the richer and deeper the colour, i.e. the less wishy-washy, the less kind of insipid, the more rich, the more intense, the higher the price. Right? Usually, yeah. General rule. General rule. I don't know how this one slipped through. You ready? Garnet. Bearing in mind this is garnet. This isn't shell. This is genuine garnet, one of the most sought after gemstones in the world, a very highly prized, well-known gemstone. If I could do you a 6mm faceted round for $14.95, would you be chuffed?
I would, if it's that quality.
Yeah.
And that facet work, absolutely, any day of the week.
I'm going to beat $14.95 by quite a way. You ready for it? You saw the arrows. £8.95. I think that is above and beyond. That is absolute splendour. You are getting yourself here a garnet which you can wear every single day because it's really up there on the Mohs scale. That is absolutely and completely natural. That is faceted beautifully for the same price as a big shell. You know, a big shell strand, a big shell pearl strand. Don't get me wrong, obviously nothing wrong with shell pearl, but we all know shell pearl is notable because it's really affordable, because you can, you know, make them look however you like and it's easy enough to do. To get garnet out of the ground and to facet them and to give them workmanship like this, $8.95 is astonishing, I believe. I really, 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 really do. If you think, you know, one individual ring, just using one of these in the centre, because they're substantial enough to do so, with just one of those in the centre, maybe with, oh, what might I put along the side of it? Oh, what might I put along the side? Go on, go on. Pearl. Pearl, which one? Which one?
White, round, massive.
You can't do that.
I can.
I can. That's going to be... Blimey.
Oh, look at
yeah,
that.
totally see that.
Yes.
That looks stunning. What might I put with it? What might I, what would I put? I'm one of those girls who likes to do a little bit of the old opposite on the colour scale. I might be doing, as a necklace piece, bit of blue for dads and others. No, Brother Pete, I'll be honest, that vanilla coffee you gave me, you did warn me that Mark was like, no, I don't like it. And I said, you know me, I'll drink anything. And I have drunk a fair amount, but that vanilla ain't vanilla-y. It's more,
petrol?
Gone off trout. It is. It's got a distinctive... And I used to live on a trout farm, so I know that smell. There it is. So actually, I'm amazed I've got so far through, if I'm honest. But thank you, Brother Pete, for making me that, you little love. We've run out of normal coffee, only vanilla coffee available, apparently. Not as if it's your fault, you silly bean. No, not at all. Do not worry about it. I was the one who said I was ready to live on the edge. £8.95 for that garnet. Well done to everyone. I genuinely think it's astonishing. If you want to see the length of this as well, let me pop it up to my neckline. I'll do it touching at the back. This is touching at the back so you can see the length of it. That's a lovely length for me. Obviously with the clasp on, this would be around about the sort of 14, 16 inches, wouldn't it, with the clasp on? Oh.
Look at those sparkles.
I think that's beautiful, isn't it? Really gorgeous. Now, I have got the fourth and final question of the competition coming up in a moment. It's going to be with my next product. So do stay exactly where you are, because that's coming up in a moment for you. And you get the chance to win those three beautiful prizes. So that's coming up in a second. Last chance on this. Not that many left, because I have got multi-buyers at £8.95. Hiya, Phyllis. How are you? Got the same name as my grandma, you have, Phyllis. Oh, hello, Pamela. You've got the same name as my mum. Alison, you've got the same name as me auntie. And, no, I don't have an Ina or a Muriel or a Catherine or a Janet. No, I don't have any of them. But, Helena's mum's called Suzanne.
My mum's called Collector, so...
Your what, Brother Pete?
My mum's called Collector.
collector.
I'm like, what? You don't get it? You know your mum's name,
Yes, I do. I do know you. Of course, I know our mum's name is Jules, brother Pete. I also know our grandma's called Beryl.
Yeah, and you know why?
Yes, I do know why.
You know why, right?
Pete, oh, right. This is what brothers are for.
Because Jules is like Jewel, and Beryl's like Beryl. Right?
This is what I have to put up with, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we have a text in for you before, Pete. I forgot. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Helena, will you find it, please? Oh, here it is. Come on, brother Pete.
Oh.
I love Pete. You're so cute. Bex, not me, from Stoke.
So you're not in Stoke.
I'm not in Stoke. You're right. How cute is that? See, you got your own little fan club, brother Pete. Yeah. Okay, I've got more treats for you now. Where to, sorry? On the table. Well done, everyone who got that garnet. It's nice to get a total bargain, isn't it? We got told the other day that because of the amount of included peridot we're getting in at the moment, and I'll be honest with you, I've got an included strand here, I'll be totally honest, but we got told that with the amount of included peridot that we're getting in at the moment, we're not allowed to be bundling clear in it anymore. So we're not allowed to do, say, a heavily included peridot with a astonishingly clear peridot. My producer Helena got this email and then basically said to Scott, oh, I've already made this for that time, and he said, yeah, you can do that then. But because the clear peridot is so rare now, and because the price on it is going through the roof, essentially when we bundle things, you know, we drop the price, so we're not allowed to do that anymore. So this could, unless other producers have already scheduled them and producer managers said, okay, this could be the last time you ever see a beautifully clear peridot in a bundle. Take a little look at it. I think this is gorgeous. I really do. Take a little look. Freshly cut grass. Or grass, depending on your neck of the woods. Isn't that a gorgeous pairing? Now let me show you that this is an included peridot. You can see that there, can't you? You can see browns upon it. You can see these internal struts and juts. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, I have been talking about the clarity. There's actually loads of clear ones still on here, to be fair. But a lot of them do have little kind of imprints in them, little impressions, little kind of nature's fingerprint, as it were. Now these, some people absolutely love and adore. I'll be honest, I don't have an issue with them at all. I think it makes it obvious that they are real, that they are natural. The only reason I do mention that, you know, the clearer ones are running out is because for those people who make to sell their jewellery, obviously when you've got the clearer ones, your price point is extremely different. So I've got a beautiful, highly kind of dropped but nicely included piece in there. I've also got this astonishing strand, which is so clear. I don't know why they've put essentially a green cord through it, so it's kind of almost hard to see how clear it is, but as you can see, if I show you that green cord, that is a really bright green cord, isn't it? So without that through it, these are going to be so eye clear. They might even only be able to see inclusions with a 10 times loop, is what I'd imagine. The quality of this is astonishing. And like I said, you know, we have been told we're not allowed to be bundling strands like this anymore, so this could honestly be one of the last times you see it. You've got your beautiful plain rounds on that strand, beautifully clear, and then you have got the slightly included but nonetheless very heavy carat weight and beautiful looking peridot in the irregular drops, up to a 10x4 on these ones. It is a bundle and we are going to drop the price on it. Your price point. Now before I drop the price on this, I need to reiterate one thing very quickly and very carefully. As we've said, and as you've seen, the clarity on peridot is becoming a rarer thing. Essentially, think of it this way, okay? Less clarity, that means that there's more inclusions. That means that the ones that are clear are getting rarer. That therefore means that people in the trade see that the clearer ones are getting rarer, so they jump onto the clearer ones. And then what happens, essentially, is producers and miners see that people are jumping on the clear ones, so they hike the price. That's what's happened. We're not allowed to do this anymore. We've absolutely handwrite down, been told we're not allowed to. When I brought to you, not last Sunday, the Sunday before, that £39.95 of Peridot, we got told this is the showing of things to come. It's a great price for the trade right now. A £40 round strand at 6mm is a great price for the trade. The fact of the matter is, we've been told since then, literally a couple of days ago, we're not allowed to bundle clear strands of Peridot anymore, because essentially it's such a rarity, and you know, as you've just seen there, when we bundle something the price point does roll down. So I would say if you want a discount on clear Peridot, it's not going to happen anymore, and we've been told we're not allowed to do that. We only got away with this one because essentially we got it in before we got that email, so we were able to bring it to you today. So I would say get your hands on these two, because look at them together. Don't you just think they look spectacular? What does that pairing make you think of? Does it make you think of the summer months we've apparently seen and they've gone? Does it remind you of maybe beautiful pastime memories of picnics in the park? Kind of reminds me of festivals for some reason. It reminds me, actually, can you see the rounds? You see how they look like little buds? They almost look like little buds, and then the drops look like flowers as they unfurl from the buds. They look like the petals unfurling. I think they're beautiful. Please do check out those baskets. It's £7.95. You wouldn't be able to get that micro gem at that price, I imagine. So well done, everybody. £7.95. What do you think of Peridot, Gem?
I used to eschew Peridot. Green was not my favourite go-to colour for gems until I found the Changbai Peridot and some of the American Peridot that you have here, and especially when you get the tiny little ones like that, absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
I mean, I would be tempted to make a tree of life using those micro rounds, and then have some of the drops in it as fruit, like a Garden of Eden thing going on.
That's a really gorgeous idea.
Such a lovely colour.
I love that idea. I'm such a big fan of that. Well done to everyone who's coming in and getting these. And whilst you're there, I promised I'd do a competition question. So here it is, the fourth and final competition question. Now don't forget, after this question, you will be able to message him. My producer has just gone, Becky, I'm not sure I'm going to know the answers to these questions. I will help, don't worry. In the fourth and final question, after this, and after you know the answer to this, you can message us in. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. So here's your fourth and final question. Also the name of a type of moonstone, where do some people believe you can find gold? Let me say that one again. Also the name of a type of moonstone, where do some people believe you can find gold? So that's your fourth and final question. Fourth and final question there, and you can now message in. There's a few ways to get in touch with us to win those 3 prizes today. What you can do essentially is you can text us in. It's 60777. So you text with the word JM Studio. Text in your answers. You can just go 1 answer, 2 answer, 3 answer, 4 answer. Don't worry about spelling or anything else like that. We'll work it out. Don't forget to add your customer number. We won't show your text on screen with your customer number, so don't worry about that. We'll just announce your name at the end. Or you can get in touch as well at JewelleryMaker.com, or if you're on the app, there'll be a little bit that says send a message to the studio. All I again will say is if you're under as collector or anonymous on that, make sure that you do put your customer number on there, because otherwise we won't be able to pick you out. So there is how you enter. Guess all 4 answers to win 3 pieces of jewellery. You can text 60777 and please include your customer number, or use the messaging service at JewelleryMaker.com to have all 4. And good luck to you. Do you want to see one of the pieces that you can win? Here's another one. Genuine pearls and tanzanite. I know I didn't tell you about that one, did I? Did I? Made by lovely Mark Smith. How fab is that? Look at all them rosary links he's hand done. It's amazing, isn't it? You get to win this one as well, tanzanite and pearl. I mean, don't mind if I do. That's astonishing, isn't it? Great quality on that tanzanite too. This is one of the prizes you get to win. So do message us in now. Well done to everybody who enters. Good luck to you all. And well done to everyone on that Peridot. Lovely to have you all on board with us. Fancy more treats? Felt like a seal then. Both? Can we do both of those? You just say opal, blue or Ethiopian. How am I supposed to choose? It's like getting as to pick your favourite puppy. Impossible. Okay, which one would you like to see first, lovely? Yeah, Ethiopian, absolutely. How do you feel about opal, Gem?
I am an opal lover.
Good lady. We are going to get on just fine. Can you come over here and have a nosy at this for me?
Oh,
Do you
I'd
mind?
love to.
Oh, oh my gosh, there's pinks in it as well.
Yeah.
Oh my word, that is absolutely stunning.
It's so hard to see in these lights.
Oh gosh, look at the fieriness. You've got greens, you've got pinks, you've got lights of yellow, and with the shape of it, absolutely. Oh, look at that green on there.
And now, can I just show it to the screen and just ready for that feeling of, oh.
You genuinely, you can't see what we see here.
Nowhere can you. Nowhere near it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I always think I look a little bit like a sandwich short of a picnic when I'm sat here going, look at all the pinks, and then no one else can see them. But there really is, isn't there?
There really is. There's no comparison between what you see on the desk now to what we saw when the light was shaded out of the way.
Absolutely.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you for having a look at that, Gem, for me. Because genuinely, opal is one of those gemstones that is best in essentially more tame light than you're getting in here. The lights in here are too bleachy. What I've got here for you is one of my favourite gemstones, and if you're familiar with Weller opal, you'll know Weller opal, of course, your Ethiopian Weller opal, has got a tendency to have pinfire head of colour, and that's exactly what mine has got. Mine has got beautiful high-end beauty in effect unlike any other. It's got a myriad of colours under the surface which are just sensational. Really, really, really beautiful. You've got in here not only pinfire, you've even got, it's not, but close to harlequin patterns in here. When we talk about opal, we're talking about different types of pinfire, well, different types of light effect, colour effect. You can get loads of different types. You get the eye, you get pinfire, you get flash, you get harlequin. But harlequin, I'm getting reminiscent pieces in here because essentially you get that crisscross pattern. It's not harlequin. If it was harlequin, it would be way higher than that in price. This is astonishing. The fact that it is faceted makes it even more astonishing, I believe, and the fact we're going to price drop it as well is phenomenal. Not that price. You ready for this? That is amazing. £27.95 for you today. That is £10 off for you. That is just phenomenal. £10 back in your pocket. No questions asked, no quibbles. When's the last time you saw a faceted opal? A faceted Ethiopian Weller opal? When's the last time you saw anything like that? You don't see it often at all. But with this, you've got it, and you've got that double effect. It is phenomenal. It is astonishing, isn't it?
It really is stunning.
£10 off a beautiful, fully gorgeous strand of opal.
I would definitely put that in sterling.
Yeah.
Give that your high-end, classy look. You could extend the length of it out to a bracelet and a pair of earrings to match.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's amazing. It really is. I've just accidentally had another swig of that that vanilla coffee. It was purely accidental. You know, when you're listening and it was just, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
I was watching thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. My mind switched off for a minute. Well done, everyone who got that opal. Brother Pete has just gone, I'm taking it away. You're an absolute gent, Brother Pete. Thank you. Blimey. £27.95. Well done to everyone who got their hands on that one. I've got some more treats for you now. Yeah, let's. I'd love to know what you think of blue opal. Is it something you see a lot, first off?
Genuinely, you don't see the Peruvian, is it Peruvian? Mm-hmm. Peruvian pink and the Peruvian blue. It's not something that pops up every day in the feeds. I love it, absolutely love it. It's completely different to the other opals that you see, your Cooperpedia, your Lightning Ridge, your Wellow. Something so soft and gentle about it.
Look at those two together.
Oh, they do look lovely together.
They do, don't they?
Two very different aspects.
They're totally juxtaposed to each other, but the only thing essentially they have in common really is their makeup and their name. But other than that, totally juxtaposed to each other. And the lovely thing is you can work these two together absolutely easily, just as you know, spaces with that opal would be beautiful. I'm bringing to you here your shaded blue opal. Now, blue opal, one of the rarest colours of opal there is in the world. It's not an everyday occurrence here at Jewellery Maker or anywhere else on the market. With blue opal, you are getting individuality, you're getting uniqueness, and let's face it, we want to stand out from the crowd sometimes, don't we? We want to look different, we want to see something different to really excite us and really impress us, and we want to do it in a way that makes us stand out, but also people know. Sometimes it's gorgeous to be able to say to your friend, oh, this is, I don't know, you know, Vesuvianite, let's say, because we've had that on today. This is Vesuvianite, and tell them a little story about it. But the fact of the matter is, they probably won't have heard of Vesuvianite, so you do have to tell them the whole tale. When you say to them, when they go, wow, what is that? And you say it's opal, instantly they know what it is, but they know what they would expect, and they wouldn't expect that. And it's that excitement of, what? Really? That you can kind of open dialogue then, and you can make people fall in love with it as much as you do. Blue opal for me is one of the most astonishing gemstones in the world. Lots of reasons. You know how much I love opal. I could write a book about how much I adore opal. It wouldn't be the most thrilling read for many, but I'd like it. I've got for you here an opal, and the thing is, you know, it's amazing structure, it's amazing the way it's built up, but I think with blue opal like this, it's astonishing that every single one is going to be completely different and completely individual, and it's astonishing that actually what you've got here is completely natural, and it's an astonishing price. See the size of some of these? 105 carats. Wait one moment. I showed you a while ago now a picture of pink opal. Yes, okay, it is different, but the price points are pretty similar. I showed you a piece of pink opal that was sold at a very well-known jeweller's house that was sold for just over £4.5 million, a collection. It was a collection of necklace, earrings, bracelet that was sold just for over that. Now this is not quite as rare, but very, very close to it. That price point already, hands down, for the carat weight and the size of these, because don't forget, they're not little nuggets, these are big, bold pieces. You're up to around about an 11 by 5 here. That is an astonishing knock your socks off price point. You could quite easily, in certain places, with no shadow of doubt in my mind, pop one of these on a really nice piece of chain and be charging that price and more for just one individual piece. But you know this is one of my favourite gemstones, don't you? And therefore, I like to do, when I can, little treats on opal, because I want everyone to fall in love with it when I do. You ready for this? I'm just taking another £10 off, £29.95 for you today to get your hands on one of the rarest of beautiful gemstones in the world. It's your gorgeous opal, and what you've got with this is you've got a double whammy. Well, you've got loads of plus points to this, but it's a double whammy in the sense that people know and understand the word opal, but actually it's in the colour that is known to be one of the most popular colours in the gem trade the world over, because it's blue and it's one of the most popular selling colours of any gemstone all over the world is blue. So you've got one of the best known and loved gemstones in opal, birthstone of October, don't forget, which is coming up very, very soon, so great for last minute gifts, but also it's in that beautiful blue colour. Another £10 off opal today. That is just phenomenal, isn't it? Do you know what this looked great with, I think, and I hope you'll agree with me on this one? Just because of the shiller and the sheen.
Lovely combination.
It's almost like a blue sky with kind of foreboding clouds just trickling across the surface, isn't it? It's stunning pairing. What else what might I fancy with this?
That's a hot combo.
What about if I told you could get both of these strands for less than the price that this strand should be? This strand should have been a price. You saw it on your screen. You're going to get both for less than that price. Sometimes the evil laugh is just needed, isn't it? Don't you find? Do you want to do it now? Tell you what, I'll wait for 2 more people to check out. We'll just sit and wait. Oh, there's someone coming on the phone. You can be added to it as well. Well done everyone who got their hands on this opal. It is truly wonderful to see you, and I love the feel of an opal. If you've never felt a blue opal before, I believe it feels different. It feels similar to a pink, but it does feel different. It feels really gorgeous. We're still waiting on one more to check out their basket. Someone did come through and check it out. This is so naughty what I'm about to do. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Oh, and it's durable. Wait, before you bring it in, how long are we going to put this on screen for? About. All right, so should we say about a minute? From now. Minute from now, minute from now, minute from now. This is on your screen. In a minute, I'm going to move on. Literally a minute, it's gone at 1:45. Sodalite stars. I love sodalite. I'm one of those people who, when I look at certain things, it's very reminiscent for me. This reminds me of those willow pattern colours, and I love the willow pattern. If you think of the story of the willow pattern, these 2 kind of lovers that were never meant to be together, that were sadly separated and turned into doves. You know, it's a beautiful story, and this is very reminiscent. The fact you've got the star detail on here, which could be passed as a flower, but I'm seeing stars very much so. You've got all of those connotations with stars, haven't you? Shooting star, you know, passing an A star, you know, wish upon a star. There's so many lovely connotations with stars, and I've got them here for you today. Okay, I've got 15 seconds left. You ready for this? Your price point today. I'm not going to reference it because it's ridiculous to do so. I'm going to ignore that is there completely and absolutely. All I'm going to say to you is if you make and sell wish bracelets, which are absolutely massive in America, you can sell them, and Fleur does sell them. Her retailer sells them for £5.50 per one. So you've essentially made your money back and profit on one. And look at the amount you get. I've got to move on. That's coming off your screen. Well done. Loads of you getting this. Well done, everybody. You've seen the amount you get on there. It's a huge amount. Well done, you lucky people. You better be checking out as quick as you can on those ones. Please don't tell anyone. Can you not? Don't tell our managers. They're moving stuff today because we're moving to the new place on Wednesday or something. So, how do you feel about fluorite, please? Lovely, lovely gem.
It's a smorgasbord of colours in one gem, in one stone. There's a little bit of something for everybody, and it's so vivacious in the colours it gives out.
Oh, I just love it. It is so exciting. Go on, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, is it phosphorescent, that one?
It is absolutely, yeah, 100%. What we mean by, it's a fluorescent gem, and what we essentially mean is this gemstone captivates the light and essentially has a glow. It has a fluorescence of it. There was a gentleman, Professor George, who did an experiment on fluorite and basically saw that when this is given UV light, so light in certain lights or outside in the sunshine, essentially what happens is the kind of electrons and tiny elements inside these are almost awoken and they begin to vibrate. So what happens is they give off a glow. Some colours do it more than others. The greens give it a lot, and you've got a lot of the greens in here, so they're going to glow a lot. But what you also get with fluorite, which I always think is fantastic, is you get the opportunity to have this banding. Now this banding looks like it's on the surface a bit, doesn't it? But wait, as I show you around this, look how it's not just on the surface, how it actually is in the whole gem. Can you see that? See how there, because it's completely and absolutely purple. Now we should already go back again. That just goes to show you it's not just on the surface. You can actually look into what feels a bit like the heart and soul of the gemstone and see how the material is made up within it. I just think it's beautiful. The fact that these are top drilled squares as well means that you're getting a really unique and individual shape. You really truly are. It's a beautiful look and effect, I have to say. Now, are you ready for a bit of an astonishing price point? Because this is a gem that glows. This is a gemstone that gives you a really unusual shape, and because it's unusual shape, it's going to give you more creativity. I don't know what you're like, but I lose my mojo sometimes. Sometimes, because you know I am a creative, I do craft constantly. In fact, on my kind of the last sort of 5 days that I had off, I made something every single day, a big time crafter. But sometimes I do lose my mojo, and for me anyway, the best way to spark that mojo again is to get something out of my comfort zone and just make myself sit and do something a little bit different. This would be out of my comfort zone because I don't have anything that's drilled like this and shaped like this in my stash at the moment. Awaken your inspiration with this glowing strand of pretty much every colour you could hope for. Your price point today, it's just £6.95 for you today to get your hands on this stunning top drilled square of a gemstone. It's going to look great for gents. It's going to look great on bracelets. It's going to look lovely as a ring as well, because don't forget the colour that we've put through this is a really bright green, so it's really obvious. But take that green cord out and you could faux prong set these and it wouldn't look like there's got a drill hole in there at all. In particular in some of the richer colours, you have got a glowing, it literally is a glowing gemstone here in so much of an array of colour, and it can really push you, it can really kind of make you look and feel differently about things. Just to let you know, there is 2 minutes before the text in lines and message lines close for my competition, and then we will be announcing the winner shortly. So 2 more minutes if you want to message in. Just well done to people who are getting these. Lovely to see multi-buyers on there. We don't see fluorite enough, I don't believe, that often, but every single one is always different. So do treat yourself whilst you have the opportunity. Just enjoy that colour for a moment. It's beautiful. That is beautiful, isn't it? I just think all of those colours you're getting, phenomenal, isn't it?
It's lovely to see an unusual drilling as well.
Say to me again, sorry my love.
Lovely to see an unusual drilling. So it's not going from corner to corner, it's going across one of the edges.
Yeah.
I think that opens up a whole world to you.
Just whilst I casually change my batteries in my mic, oh, Brother Pete!
I saw it as well.
I saw himself do it.
But I still did it.
Brother Pete's just going to hook me up to some juice of a battery. Can you tell us what you do with it, please? Oh, Pete, you've just turned my mic off in the middle of it. I was talking, and you. Can you tell us what you do with it, Gem?
I would be most tempted to make bracelets, quite a lot of bracelets, and perhaps have 2 strands, if they'll go on memory wire, if not, of tiger tail, and then I'd have them opposing each other in kind of a toothy design, so that they married up in the middle, a bit like a zipper.
Love that idea.
Such fresh colours though, really beautiful, and it's nice to see that the recordings really caught it.
Yeah, all that beautiful colour. Love that, thank you very, very much. I think that's a great idea, I like the confusion idea. Well done everybody who got their hands on that one. Where else did you say, sorry, Poppet Chops? The text lines have closed now, just to let you know. We're picking a winner at random and then we'll be announcing that in just a couple of minutes. Where to, lovely Helena? Again, this is another one that we saw and you just went, whoa, straight away.
Love it.
Why did this catch your eye so much, please?
Amethyst, well, purple is my favourite colour.
Oh, me too.
And amethyst is one of my top choices of gemstones.
Yeah.
But when you see the colour variation that you've got on that one strand, again, it really opens things up for you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful when you can have a strand of gemstones that are all the same colour, and you can create a suite of jewellery where everything matches. But isn't it lovely sometimes to have those variegated colours?
Yeah.
I'm looking
Absolutely.
at the pale one next to the dark one in the centre of the strand there.
Yeah. This kind of, it's
yes.
almost pink amethyst actually, isn't it? Really beautiful. I love how you've got ones that look like zebra effect. You've got dog tooth pieces in here as well. And you've got that kind of rich Zambian colour in some. And you've got the lavender tones as well, of course. It's a real beautiful mix of pieces, isn't it?
It's a lovely strand.
And these are big, aren't they?
Oh, yes, most definitely.
If I show them up against my neckline in a moment, it will really give you an idea of kind of the size of these. Let me just hold them up.
It's not just the middle one that you would be able to use as a pendant or a focal piece. You've got lots and lots of choices there. And even the smaller ones would be beautiful for rings or fabulous statement earrings.
I love that idea. Ooh. My lovely producer Helena has just come up with, I'm going to say it, the idea of the day. big white pearl either side.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Now that's timeless, elegant, classic.
yes, isn't it just?
Three-word game without prompting.
Oh. Look at that.
That's fabulous.
Oh my god.
It's royal, isn't it?
Royal regal. That actually is a choker I quite like the idea of. A little bit of kind of a almost steampunky look that I'd give. A really nice look. Always a long necklace. I mean, how elegant. How Liz Hurley would that be? That would just be so beautiful. Those white cultured pearls are at the bottom of your screen for you today. These are a gemstone that I just absolutely, it's a gemstone that we all love and adore here, don't we, Team Amethyst?
Hey! That's my birthstone!
I know, Pete, that's why you're part of Team Amethyst, Pet. It's my birthstone too, and Helena's, and Ryan's. Oh, he's gone quiet now, hasn't he?
He's licked it.
I know, he's run. It is a beautiful, beautiful birthstone, of course, of February, but it's also actually known as the Stone of Love, the Stone of Valentine's Day, because it was said that St. Valentine used to wear it. It is a beautiful gemstone that's said to represent eternal love and creativity, and I mean, we all would love a bit of that in our lives, wouldn't we? Today, your price point on this extraordinary strand should be,
That's the should be.
yeah. I don't know where this is going because I don't get to see the drop price. Right, there was no need for that at all. There's no need to drop it by that much. There was no need to take even a penny off, I don't think. Jen, what do you think? Be honest.
I've lost my words. I'm speechless. Seriously, I have paid £9 or £10 for a single faceted drop.
Yeah.
Similar in size and quality to the one in the middle.
Yeah.
So how many have you got on the strand there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 approximately.
Fantastic.
Working out just over £1 per one. But these are big statement pieces.
Oh yes.
I think that is astonishing. The first adult piece of jewellery I purchased for myself was an amethyst ring. It was, I mean, you know, carat weight wise, it wasn't nowhere near as much as this. It would have been about half of the carat weight of this one alone. Got it from a well-known shop, and it was £165. And I thought, honestly, it was one of the best value pieces I got because actually it was on offer at that price point. £165. There was no diamond with it. It wasn't in a very. It's either white gold or 925 silver. I can't remember, but you know, it's not gold or anything like that. And it's £165, and it was on sale, and it was one of the lowest price pieces in there. To get 165 carats worth of one of the most loved and known gemstones in the world. I always think when you're younger, I always think of this of people nowadays as well. When you're younger, you know diamond, you know sapphire, you know emerald, they're the big four. But you also know amethyst. It's just something people know and recognise. When I was younger, I didn't have a clue what labradorite was. When I was younger, I'd never, you know, heard of Vesuvianite, but I'd heard of amethyst. Everyone knows amethyst. $14.95. That is astonishing. If you make and sell, oh my gosh, prisms, you know, pendulums. These would be beautiful as pendulums, wouldn't they? Just a really nice piece of cord with them as a pendulum. £10 pop, easy peasy lemon squeezy. A fair, maybe even more. I just think that's great, I really do. $14.95. I've got quadruple buyers, triple buyers on this as well, so unsurprising on those ones. I think they're gorgeous. And I know this sounds weird, but they have a real amazing feel to them. I don't know what it is. I'm always attracted to amethyst. Love it. Well done, everyone who got that. Really sensational. I've got some gold charms here now. Where did that come from? Oh, these hearts. I love these. Do you do polymer clay? I love a bit of polymer clay. I was doing some polymer clay at the weekend. I'm making myself a pair of steampunky shoes. So I'm doing I was doing like steampunk polymer clay cogs. I love the idea of doing polymer clay window with these, pushing the polymer clay through them and kind of oozing it out slightly. Because of course you can bake these. They're lush, aren't they? You can see you've got the little eye loop at the top there. Be lovely on a charm bracelet, wouldn't it? Be really nice if you wanted to do maybe a little piece of metal or a stamp behind this. Gorgeous to attach little gemstones within these pieces. Just wire wrap them on if you wanted to. I love that idea. You could even put resin with these, couldn't you? Do your little resin designs in these and have a little window effect. I've got a few of these. In fact, I've got 5 in total, so a big amount. They'd be lovely for earrings too, because they've got a nice weight to them, but they're not overweighty. These I think would be great for card makers. You know myself, I'm a paper crafter by trade and I love my paper craft. These would be gorgeous for cards and memory books because they have got that open pane look and they are light enough. I like the idea of these with, if you did these with a piece of card behind or a piece of metal behind, you could even use them as kind of name gift tags, be fab. You've got 5 of these beautiful heart detailed charms. Your price point today on them, just £6.95 for them. Again, these are genuine brass as well, so that means you've got the weightiness there. It feels weightier than, say, an aluminium or a copper. You've got more of that weight to it, and it is genuine gold over the top of these, the real deal gold. 8 grams worth you've got on these ones, so a big amount there and a bigger surface area to cover. £6.95 for you today. Well done, absolutely everybody. I like that this has just rocked up beside me. Yeah. Do you want to, before, you know, we did the rings in the star sophistication section. We essentially, what we did was we had a whole section of rings shanks. We've got the ring shank here, and I've just got a new gemstone to go in it. You are joking. This is another one I don't think I've ever seen on Jewellery Maker before. Another gemstone. It's Amber Bay. This gemstone has got more fire than a diamond. You ready for this? This is, if you've never seen this before, you've never seen anything like it, ever. This is stunning sphene. You ready? Oh my gosh, it's stunning. How unique is that? How unique and individual and different is that? I think, have I got any more of these ring shanks left? Totally natural, this colour, by the way. It's from Madagascar. Okay, we're just going to check if we've got any more of that ring shank available, but look at that. This gemstone is from just the tip, the very, very tip of Madagascar. It shows an array of different colours under different lights. When light sources change, this look change. Your price point today on this one, it's just £19.95. If you didn't get the ring shank, it's at the bottom of your screen, but this is a serious rarity. Do your own research because it has actually sold out now, but well done everyone. What a little treat. More of those ring shanks at the bottom of your screen. Well done people on that. It's got more fire in it than diamond, and it does show kind of different colours under different light sources. Love bringing you different things. Yeah, Helena wanted to do, and I'm sure you'll be happy, the gorgeous labradorite now. You have got a whopper, if you don't mind me saying, of a labradorite around your neck, my love. You obviously love labradorite.
I do, absolutely, every day.
Why?
Over and above virtually any other gemstone, I will take a labradorite.
And why is that?
Because it's magical. It is like the captured northern lights, the aurora borealis, just in stone.
Yeah.
And every piece that you see, oh, look at the blue, look at the gold. Sorry, I was distracted. Every piece you see is slightly different.
Yes, you're
and I love that
right.
in a gemstone. Gosh, that gold is incredible. Now, I have had no end of quality labradorite from Jewellery Maker, and I've had pinks and purples naturally coming through.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning, and that strand is no exception. Can I have it, please?
You will have to fight other people for it.
Arm wrestle?
Arm wrestle? I'll just give it. It's phenomenal quality, it really, really is. I've got to say, I just love labradorite, and I love the big pieces of this. I do. Just let's enjoy that colour for a minute. Did you just call me a wimp? Brother Pete, are you joking? Brother Pete just walks into that room there and says something, I miss it. Jem starts laughing, I'm like, what's he just said? And he's just gone, you're a wimp. Brother Pete, get out here and say that to my face. Dares you? Dares you? Dares you? Come on, Brother Pete.
You win!
Oh yeah, peeping your head around the door, you wuss. I have got here for you sensational labradorite. It might be worth arm wrestling for, but why go to the hassle when you can get it for a great price? See how I brought that back around? Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, for this astonishing quality is just, ready for it, price point today. For the amount you're getting on here, because there is a hefty lot, you'll see there, but they're doubled up. Can you see that? They can't actually lie flat, they're all doubled up. It's a huge amount on there. I mean, absolutely mammoth amount. For that amount, at that price point, it's astonishing, isn't it?
It is. And I have paid that much for your strands of lab. And no hesitation, no regrets. No. It's astounding.
It is astonishing, because at the end of the day we can get lots of different qualities of labradorite, and if you've never bought a labradorite that you think, wow, that's what they're talking about, then I would genuinely say get this one, because this is the type of labradorite that if I had time, because look at how many there are, and they're doubled up. It's hard for you to see, but they're doubled up. When I show you them like that, they're not lying flat. There's another side to it if I show you like that. But essentially, there's so much on here that if there wasn't, this would be the type of strand that I went through every single one and showed you the Labradorescence front and back. That's the quality of this. $34.95, only a few of those left right now, I'm afraid, because to get quality like that does take us a very long time. It really, really does. So do check out those baskets whilst you can. $34.95 for you now. Not many left at all. Wow, that's just a stunner. Really, really, really beautiful. Well done everyone who got that. Got now for you, got for you now another one. 18. Oh really? Now, are you a collector of gemstones? And I mean in a real form. Are you a gemstone lover? Maybe you've got a ring shank at home that fits this. I haven't got it with us today, but if you've got an 8x10, then this is phenomenal. If I say to you kunzite, what colour springs to mind? Pink? Yeah. It's because it's one of the most common colours of kunzite. Don't get me wrong, kunzite, you know, it's a rare gemstone. Can't find me, there it is. But pink springs to mind, doesn't it? Because it's one of the more readily available and well known, I'd say. Did you know you can get different colours? And this one is one of the most popular, canary kunzite. It just dazzles, doesn't it? Be honest, can you see brilliance from there? Can you see, oh my gosh, can you see a beautiful, gentle green tone to this? And can you see that beautiful light bouncing on the facets? You might have a ring shank that fits this, you might not. I would say that even if you don't, why don't you start collecting gemstones like this? We bring to you sometimes gem collector ranges not to be fit into jewellery. We do it so that you can get them. You get the authenticity card, which are wallet size that you can pop off, get your own wallet for them. You get all the certification as well. Some people I know have, you know, the photo books that have these slide-in pockets. And what they do is they slide in the gemstone with this next to it, and then they put information kind of in the little message bit next to it about the gemstone research they've done. It's a great way to really show your love and passion of gemstones. I have 10 of these in the world. That's it. Your price point today for almost 3 carats, £24.95 for you today. I've only ever seen a canary kunzite once before, and it was on our sister channel in a Larique piece, and it was just over 2 grand. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was over 2 grand. And that's the only piece I've personally ever seen in real life. So it's wonderful to bring this to you today. 6 opportunities left at this moment in time. That's it. So please, please, please get your hands on this if you are a true lover of gemstones. And don't forget, even if you don't want to just collect these, you can prong set this. If you're a great wire worker, you can prong set this beautifully and do a beautiful pendant with it, or a ring, or whatever you want with it. And I tell you what, it's a treasured piece. That, well done everyone who got that. It's lovely to see you. 4 left in the world. That's it. Once it's gone, it really is gone, because we can't get that at all. Got another one for you now, apparently, and this is another one again for those collectors, or for people who, oh my god, people who just love gemstones or want a prong set. Sorry, I'm making that ridiculous noise that kind of sounded like a Furby that had just got wet. I don't know what that was, it just happened, because I've seen the colour of this. What time is it? It's coming up to tea. You just finished work, are you feeling a bit drowsy? Oh, this is going to add some pep in your step. No vanilla coffee required. Look at the vibrancy of that. That is neon, isn't it? Look at that. That neon is neon. Wowzers. You've got your neon apatite here. It's a very, very special piece. It really is. Gem collector range, gem collector quality. With this apatite, what you're getting is you're getting a strength that actually I think is easier to see in real life, in the flesh. If I hold that, you see it a bit more. But even in the flesh, it's much better than that. This is bright, bright neon. Wake you up in the morning. If you are a true lover, a true connoisseur, you know this quality is astonishing. I've got less than 20 now, your price point today. I was 19. 19 is what I was just going to say. That's what I thought you said, not 9. Oh, $9.95. That, to be honest, is phenomenal, isn't it? This is everyday wear because apatite's nice and strong. It's a neon colour unlike any other. Even if you're not a collector and you can't prong set, I just have this until you do get to that standard or until you do want to learn more about a gem. Have this to compare every single neon apatite to because this is real quality. Half of my stock is gone, I've just been told, I'm afraid. So I've got just less than 10 available almost now. And now I have got less than 10. Please do check out those baskets. Do you want to announce the winner, ladies and gents? Where's Brother Pete? He's in there. Brother Pete, come on, you've got to announce the winner. I want Pete to announce the winner, please. Because people have been texting in lovely messages for you today, Brother Pete, and I think people have missed your face. Are you ready for this? Yes, it is also slightly to embarrass you. Yeah. No, it's not. I know you love being on screen. I can't keep you away. Okay, do you want to drum roll it? The winner of... he's very serious drummer, Brother Pete. Okay, today we had a competition, hidden treasures. There were 4 questions. I'll tell you the answers to those right now. The first question was about that ring. Where was the ring found? Was it found in the sea? In the desert? Why are you just doing that now and again?
Why didn't you bring me out for the drum roll?
Because I just like having you near me, Brother Pete. So, was this ring found in the sea, in the desert, or on the moon? It was, of course, found...
The sea!
In the sea, yes, it was a gemstone piece found from the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean. The second question I had for you is here. Which gemstone was it? Of course, it was that gorgeous, gorgeous Amaloe beryl that I had on for you earlier on. The third question was... where is this mine, or what is mined here? What is it?
Oh, this is geography.
It's tanzanite, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
And the fourth and final question today was also the name of a type of moonstone. Where do some people believe gold is found? Don't tell Pete the answer. He knows this one.
Fort Knox.
Fort Knox. Or the end of a rainbow.
Yes, Brother Pete! And the winner is... He's just run away. He's literally drum rolled and walked off. The winner is Anne-Marie from Merseyside. Well done, lovely lady. Wonderful for you. I'm going to squeeze in my final treat for you before we have a little look at our challenge and exactly what we win. Don't forget, Anne-Marie, you win 3 pieces, including that tanzanite and pearl, including that garnet I showed before, and one more make in a moment. This is my final deal of the day for you, and I tell you what, I'm going out on a bang. Do you want one of the most highly prized gemstones in the world with a diamond-like quality? It's got the same structure as a diamond, but in my opinion it's much better because it's not pitted like a diamond, a black diamond would be. And also the fact of the matter is that with our beautiful spinel here, what I've got is something that for me feels nicer to buy because I know that I'm not going to have to break the bank in purchasing it. The fact of the matter is this is paired with 925 and it's got gold enveloping that. This is a massive meters worth. We've stopped doing these, haven't we? We only do the 50 centimeters worth generally now, don't we? In particular in the gold. But today, for you, the price of this, get ready, £14.95 for you today to get your hands on a metre's worth of this sensational gemstone chain. You've got the double wrap looped in every single element of these. Don't forget, this is not machine made, this is absolutely handmade. Every single element of this working with that beautiful gold over the top of the surface of that 925. You've got serious sparkle from that spinel without the pits or blemishes you would see on a black diamond, which of course is inherent with a black diamond. You get that look and sophistication and sparkle and luster of a diamond, but at £14.95 you're getting something that is a lot more affordable, and with that gold, I mean, just spectacular. You could work anything with these, couldn't you? You genuinely could. Pearls, colour change garnet. What about labradorite?
Absolutely.
You would, wouldn't you?
I love spinel.
Yeah.
It's so sparkly, so shiny.
What do you love about it so much, apart from the sparkle?
Well, you were talking about the first ring that you bought earlier on. One of the first rings that I bought was an antique, and it had what I thought was ruby and diamond chips in gold and white gold.
Yeah.
And when I had it valued a few years later, bearing in mind I paid £20 from a flea market for it, it turned out that the red stones were spinels.
Wow.
And the jewellers where I took it, a local independent family firm, said it was actually worth more because it was spinel and not the rubies.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Love it.
Because don't forget, certain spinels way rarer than ruby. This is the piece that we're going to be giving away to lovely Anne-Marie alongside that necklace and alongside that bracelet. I love this. What was your inspiration for this one, please?
It's a little bit tribal, a little bit caveman. I know I go on about that a little bit, but it's just what the shell said.
It is. I think it's really beautiful. I love that iridescence upon the surface. You got 3 strands of she sells seashells for just £8.95. You've got these beautiful fan shapes with a lot of iridescence. You've got massive cuboids, really long drop on those, and then you've got these beautiful squares, which you haven't even used, have you? You had so much.
I didn't get the squares, so if you recall. I only had the cuboids, 2 strands.
Cool. Oh yeah, because we switched, didn't we?
That's right. So if you did get the bundle, lots to work with.
You've got loads to work with in there. You really do. And an astonishing price point. When are you on with us next, please, Gem?
Oh, 20th, 21st, something like that on the Late Show.
Around then. So
towards
we
the
will
end of the
keep
month.
our eyes peeled. It's lovely to have you on Designer Inspiration with me today.
Thank you for having me.
so much. No, any time. I've got loads coming up for you throughout this weekend. Tomorrow I'm back on my normal slot on that morning show, and I'm joined by Sheila. So you know there's going to be quirkiness, and you know there's going to be bargains. I'll see you in the morning, 9 AM. Stay tuned. See you soon.